Well, hello, everybody. Hey, Michael. Oh, I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Old Mikey, how are you? You love my rules? Well, I mean, it's true. Like, we don't want to have jerks around here. Everybody wants to have a good time. We all want to enjoy ourselves and have a good time and not worry about people being rude. You know? Hi. Okay, so today is kind of crazy because Anders' boat has been in the shop. My husband's boat has been in the shop, and they just called and said it's ready, so he had to take off automatic. Yeah, there's my... Who did gasp? Somebody did gasp. Yeah, here's Cupcake Omega. Here she is. Meep. And so Ander had to kind of like skedaddle and get on out of her. So I didn't want to change up my schedule, so I've got Cupcake Omega here with me, and I've got my I've got like her pack and play in here, and I've got her high chair in here so I can give her snacks. So we'll just kind of see how this goes. But we'll chat for a little while before we get started. If I am able to play games, I don't really know. But old Mikey, I'm happy you're here. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, today's just kind of I'm kind of in mom mode, but that's okay. That's all right. This is just kind of my life. And my husband is a professional bass fishing guide, and so his boat is his livelihood. So he can't work unless he has his boat. So luckily he was sick with the flu while his boat was in the shop mostly, but he was all morning this morning. He was like, I kept trying to call Bass Pro Shops to see if my boat was ready, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. And so he said, I just have to go down there, which I totally understood. He was like, I don't know what's going to happen with your stream. And I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. My life is kind of insane right now anyway, so whatever. But, okay, so I want to know, what is the worst Christmas song ever? What's the worst Christmas song? We've talked about this a little bit in my Discord, but we can talk about worst Christmas song, and we can talk about best Christmas song. What are you looking for, Bubs? Here. I don't want to put her in her pack and play just yet because I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. She might be perfectly happy in her pack and play, and she might not be. I don't really know. I actually went... I feel like I've kind of left everything. Normally I am far more prepared for Christmas, and this year I feel like I've kind of left everything until the last minute. And I promised my 7-year-old Charlotte, I promised her that is chat working? Oh, it's Jordachi. Okay, hold on. I am totally missing all of chat. Hold on. Jordachi's here. Old Mikey says, it's really plain and simple. Yay! My rules, I feel like if you're gonna have rules, you should probably have them be relatively plain and simple. I didn't want some big giant, to be fair, I don't know how I got here. I wonder if my restream chat is only working with YouTube, although I saw Mikey's. You know what? Let me, hold on here. Because I knew people were doing gasp, and I was like, oh, dang, people are typing things. Gasp, baby. Fishing equals awesome. Hope he gets it all straightened. Yeah, no, Jordachi, you are right. Twitch messages are not showing up on my restream. That's really weird. The worst Mariah Carey and the best. Oh, you know what? Oh, they are. Restreambot is showing up in my chat. I don't know why that's happening then. Okay, you know what? I'm going to pop this out, and I'm just going to put it on top of my OBS so I can see everything that's going on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Christmas shoes. Oh my gosh, Jordachi, you nailed it. I think the Christmas shoes is the worst Christmas song ever, and they've never done a remake of it. Oh man, she's probably being so loud. Let me put her in her pack and play. You want to take that pen? You can. That's safe because it's a clicker. Let me put you in here with some toys, and let's see how you do. Look at all these fun things. We'll see how she does. Hey, it's World 1-1! Okay, yes. So my husband is a professional bass fishing guide, and he's really good at it, and he's been doing it for a while. But the one problem is when his boat breaks. Don't ever get a boat. Anybody, don't ever do it, ever. They're money pits like none other. Although, so my husband was sponsored by Bass Pro Shops so he could get a new boat and then be covered under warranty. So all the work that's done on his boat is covered under warranty, but we live about 50 or so minutes away. Oh, Michael can't see the restream? Oh no. So Michael, you can't see anybody's chat? Like anybody's messages? Okay, so see, I use something called Restream, and I broadcast to both Twitch and YouTube. And I usually have, yeah, that's right. The only ones that are coming through are, I wonder if I could like refresh the chat box, maybe? Oh, there's so many things. Of course this would happen today. Of course. Let me refresh it. Couple times. Yeah, I can see Michael's, but I can't see what is on screen is what I see in YouTube. Old Mikey says, I've had a few, and it's bring on another 1,000. Yes, a boat, bring on another 1,000. Like I said, we don't have to actually pay for our repairs, but we live about an hour away from Bass Pro Shops, so he has to drive it down there, and then they have it for a while, and then they bring it back, and then he has to drive all the way down there to pick it back up, and it's really, really obnoxious. I wonder why everyone's... World 11 says, all of them, Christmas music is the work of the devil. Oh no, that's not true. There are some Christmas songs that are great, but there are some that are truly terrible. Jordachi says, I went to music school with the son of the guy who wrote the Christmas Shoes. We called him Prince Christmas Shoes. Of course you did. Of course you did. Okay, Old Mikey or Jordachi or World 11 or I guess I can. Let me type something in chat. Does that come in? Yes. Yep, I've seen that one.
I love it when
it's not coming up in Restream.
I love it when the bird just goes.
Yep. That's pretty cute. Oh, I don't know how to reset that. Unless I make a new browser source like right now. I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. Because it says it's connected. That's the funny thing, is it says it's connected. Well, the funny thing is there's no way for me to actually test that out before I go live. What? Okay. Well, gee dang it. Restream is showing up in Twitch. Yeah, so just Michael is pretty much out of all of chat. But see, I have it embedded in my stream, so I don't understand why it's not working. No, I have that. Stop. That is so bizarre. Dang it. Close. Okay, I wonder if I can... Hold on. I don't know how to fix it. It's supposed to be embedded in my... Hey, Zoe! I've spent most of my adult life working in retail. Yes, and so yes, you do. You get really tired of Christmas songs when you work in retail because they play all those Muzak Christmas songs. Ugh. I worked in retail a lot in my life as well, and it is not. Mariah Carey's hands down the worst Christmas song. Okay, listen, let's give Mariah some credit, okay? She created one of the only newish Christmas songs that has ever withstood the ages, right? Every artist And I'm not saying I love the song, but every single artist comes up with a Christmas album, does a Christmas song every year, and she is the only one who has successfully stayed in the top Christmas songs every single year. You have to give her credit for that. With that being said, I feel like there are a lot of other really great Christmas songs that don't get a lot of recognition because Mariah Carey dominates. She does have a voice. She does have a voice. Did you guys know that McDonald's has a Mariah menu right now on the McDonald's app, apparently? Apparently Mariah Carey and McDonald's have like come up together. It's just kind of odd. I don't really know why that isn't. I don't know why that's a thing. So he says, I'm not going to say she isn't good. It just won't go away. I kind of agree. It's too much. Like it's so overplayed, and everybody does a thing like everybody does a cover of it, and I mean it's extra festive. It's really extra festive, but. Okay, so see, in my channel, YouTube is coming up as the Restream bot. Michael says, you should cover that song on my other YouTube channel. Listen, I cannot sing that song. Like, I can sing one or two Mariah Carey songs. I cannot sing that one. It's too fast. It's too fast, and I don't have enough breath support and control to sing those higher, like the higher registers. I can't breathe. Ma'am. Now I have my dog in here. What? Everybody wants a piece of mama. Ah! Oh my gosh, I can't handle it. Oh yeah, happy Matrix Day. Okay, so Michael's not seeing everybody's chat, and so I am super sad about that, and I legitimately don't know how to fix it. Because apparently it is not coming through, and I feel really bad about that. Michael, you need to get a Twitch handle so you can chat in Twitch. Just this once. Just this once. Is it even live on my YouTube channel? Because I didn't even get... I mean, well, it must be because Michael's here. I don't want Michael to not be able to see chat. Watch, it'll say, you are now live on... Yep. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know why it's not working. I am really confused because I can see Michael in my... Maybe... Let me... He'll be semi-lurking. Oh, I'm so sorry, Michael. I feel so bad. I wonder if I can... Okay, well, I just re-put it in my thing, but I don't know. We'll see if that actually works or not. Boo, 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 boo. The only thing I want to give Mariah is a full frontal lobotomy. No, like I said, you have to give her credit, but it's too much. Like, it's just too much. Yeah, the McDonald's bags have her name on it. I know, I don't really understand. My favorite Christmas song is I Saw Three Ships. I don't think it ever gets overplayed, and it's an old classic as much as any of the staples, and it's just great. Huh. I don't know if I would have actually... Oh my goodness, we're standing up! She's like, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Happy Matrix Day. Yes, happy Matrix Day. Have any of you seen The Matrix yet? It's controversial, but I really like Baby It's Cold Outside. Listen, I don't think Baby It's Cold Outside is as sinister as everybody else thinks. I think Baby It's Cold Outside is one of those situations where the girl is trying to be coy and be like, oh, I really should go, when she's really waiting for him to be like, no, I think you should stay. Now, people can take that for what they will. Everybody's freaked out about it and said that it's this terrible, sinister date rape song. I don't actually believe that. I think it's more playing hard to get, like we women do sometimes. And he never actually says, you should stay. He just says, your hair looks lovely. It's cold outside. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. And he never actually straight up is like, no, why don't you stay here with me? Because I really want you to stay here with me. And that's what I think she's looking for. But that's just me. I don't understand. And I am not one to, I abhor anything that has to do with, you know, obviously like taking advantage of anybody or, you know, being super sinister or creepy. I just don't see it. I don't see... The song is not about some guy trying to freaking... Oh, I'm so glad! Mikey agrees with me! I'm so glad. No, is it Mikey? Milky. It's Milky. Sorry, I missed that apparently. Okay, I'm coming. Hello. Oh, look what I have. Look. This has lots of buttons and all sorts of fun things that you can play on. Go for it. Okay, well, I'm so glad I'm not the only person because everybody makes such a big deal about it and everybody freaks out and thinks it's this crazy, crappy Sinister song. And honestly, you know what? Speaking of that song, I need to add that to my song list for singing on YouTube because it's a really fun duet. It's really fun to sing. I used to sing that on Twitch Sings all the time. That was always a really good one that would roll around this time of year. Baby, it's cold outside. Thank you for giving me. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Wow, I can spell outside. Outside. I just don't see it. I don't know. People are all angry and Old Milky, that's how you got here? Really? Wait, Twitch Sings like how you got here to my channel or how you got to Twitch in general? Jordachi's watching The Matrix tonight. Fancy. So what did I think of the finished product from Sunday? I have to admit, it was a weird experience listening to my own voice. Like, it's been a long time since, I mean, I re-listen to my streams and stuff sometimes, but it was wild listening to my voice, but I thought it was great. I thought it was great, and I had a great time. I think the music could be just a tiny bit quieter, actually. I had sort of a hard time hearing Michael. So I think the music could go down just a teeny bit, but I thought it was great. And we'll have to do another one because I have lots of ideas from my sister. I haven't talked to my sister about joining in yet. I just have, seriously, we're eating paper. No, ma'am. Here, have some of my lip smackers. Oh, chat's working now. I see it. Michael, is it working? Oh my gosh, I see it. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Huzzah! It's a Christmas miracle. Oh my gosh. My channel, well, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here. Very happy. Yeah, I just think, and you know what? Somebody actually went as far as like making a new song of Baby It's Cold Outside and straight up like changing the title, changing the words to like, I'm gonna respect your values or something like that. And I thought, okay. I mean, I don't know. People can do what they want, but I think people are overlooking it, and I think we all just need to simmer down and just it's not. I don't think that's. I just don't. Oh yeah, we need to do good for Michael because Michael doesn't have. Michael doesn't have the. Oh, that was good. Would you stop eating my paper, madam? Here's a lip balm. She's gonna go down for a nap in about an hour and 15 minutes. So if I can, yes, you know what? That actually reminds me. Charlotte, when she was about 3, my 7-year-old, when she was about 3 or 4, I think I used to say that to her. And one time she got really frustrated with me, and because I was frustrated with her, and she goes, "Mama, you just simadana." I was like, oh my gosh. It was great. I was actually really proud. I thought she was great. Let me put her in her high chair and give her some snacks because that works for everybody. Boop. You want to sit in your high chair? Snacks! Let me take my headphones off. Until she goes down for a nap, this stream is kind of a wild card. Okay. We got cereal snackies and we got Ritz cracker snackies. I don't know, we'll see. Anders not gonna be back for a while, so I might just have to kind of... Chat wants snacks. Here, chat. Got some baby snacks. Baby little hearts. When I got them, I didn't realize they were hearts. And I was like, oh, they're little A's, because her name is Auden. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're little A's for Auden. No, they're hearts. I can read. I am good with that. Okay, I have Ritz crackers here too. ASMR. Yes, nom nom nom. They kind of are, actually. Like, they're actually really good. And they're cheap. They're really, really cheap, but they're not very filling. So she'll just kind of sit there and snack on those. Oh, I'm so glad chat is working. Oh, Larry's now on YouTube. Whoop, whoop. Okay, now I can go back to my OBS and I can actually just read my chat over here. I don't know what happened, but I just resent the browser source. I don't know why it wasn't working, but it's a Christmas miracle. I'm trying to think of my favorite Christmas song. I really love all the Nutcracker songs. I won't lie. I really love the Nutcracker songs. You know what? That is not true. I do know my favorite Christmas song. And I've been meaning to sing this on my other YouTube channel. I just sang this at our church Christmas party. It's called Breath of Heaven. And it was written and sung by Amy Grant. I rarely ever hear it on the radio. I actually learned it when I was in choir in like 9th grade, I think. It is the most beautiful Christmas song, in my opinion, because it's from the point of view of Mary. And it's so pretty, but that's kind of a religious kind of Christmas song. So if I had to pick like my favorite like kind of holiday fun time Christmas song / my favorite like, because I'm a religious person, so my favorite like spiritual Christmas song, Breath of Heaven would be my favorite spiritual one. But as far as like a kind of a more fun Christmas song, I don't know. I really love listening to the Vince Guaraldi Holiday Trio on Pandora / YouTube, whatever, because I really love just jazzy Christmas music. I can't listen to Oh Holy Night without thinking of my dad. Although I love Oh Holy Night, it's just forever. It'll forever be. Oh wow, we finished those really fast. Have a cracker. Favorite Christmas song. I do like I Saw Three Ships. I actually have a really good rendition of that. I should send you Jordachi because it's a really good one. My mom, years ago, she got a CD from a duet or a duo based out of Salt Lake City called the Lightwood Duo. It's two guys and they play clarinets and guitar, and I think one of them plays a clarinet, one of them plays a bass clarinet, and then one of them also plays a guitar or something. And they have this wonderful Christmas album. We used to listen to it every single year. It was one of my favorites. I haven't listened to it this year, though. Favorite Christmas song is Cheer on Beta Prime. Pentatonic's Christmas music is the best. You know, I have a really hard time with Mary, Did You Know? For some reason, I don't love that song. I don't know why. It's just not really my thing. Maybe it's just... No, I don't know. You know, this is going to sound really cheesy, but I'm going to own it anyway. I actually went and saw Clay Aiken, the Almost American Idol winner. I went and saw him in Christmas concert when he came to Kingsbury Hall or whatever it is in Salt Lake City, because I was a huge fan of Clay Aiken's singing voice. I was not a fan of Clay Aiken himself, but actually when he spoke, I was like, you don't need to talk, just sing all the time, sing everything. But he had a wonderful Christmas concert, and he sang a song called, did he do Mary, Did You Know? I don't remember, but he did a song called Good News that was beautiful, and I have never been able to find it anywhere else as a recording or anything. I don't know. But he did a really great job. And it was a great concert. It was a wonderful concert. And my mom bought tickets on eBay, and when they came, we had only purchased 2, but we ended up getting 4. So I got to bring 2 of my friends, and they were literally second row, center on the floor. We were 1 row away from the stage. It was a really, really good time. It was Clay Aiken. It was kind of nerdy, but he has a beautiful singing voice. And then he went off to Broadway or something, and then he ran for mayor of his city or something. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. And then he got into trouble for acting like a fool on an airplane or something. I'm not really sure, but I really liked his voice. Jordachi, I got to play Coldplay's Christmas Lights in front of 10,000 Liberty University students. It was my one experience knowing what playing for a huge crowd would be like. Wow. Thanks for being here, Old Milky. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas. 10,000, I would wet myself. I don't know if I could perform in front of 10,000 people. Wow. Holy cow. that's so scary. But also, props to you. That's fantastic. Coldplay has a song called Christmas Lights? I've never heard that song before. Maybe I have. I don't know. Larry says we finally got to go to our honeymoon concert a couple weeks ago. Wait, was that the yellow card one? Or the whatever it was? The Texas band? It was magical. Are you eating those crackers? Yeah, you happy little girl. I have more crackers. I remember you talking about a concert, but I couldn't quite remember. Yeah, it was a Texas band. And I was like, I've probably never heard of them. And then surprise, I had heard of them. Blue October. Wow. Okay, there you go. No, yellow card? What? No, not yellow card. Apparently I got the color. I knew there was a color in there somewhere. Don't shoot me, Santa. Santa? I need to write this down. Okay, what is the other one that you liked? Christmas Lights? Coldplay's Christmas Lights. Coldplay. You know what I really love? I love Kelly Clarkson's version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. She rocks that song. I remember the first time I ever heard it, I was cleaning my bathroom or something and I heard her hit this really high note and I was like, woo, get it, girl! It was intense. Don't Shoot Me, Santa. Okay, what about Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time? Na 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 na. That song drives me nuts. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Paul McCartney, but for the love. Wow, we are eating these crackers really fast. Huh. Yeah. Ugh, I hate that song so much. Or Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. I can't stand that song either. It's bad. It's bad, bad, bad. Off to take a nap. Enjoy your nap, Zoe. I wish I could take a nap. You know what? I actually took a sleeping pill. I took half a sleeping pill last night because I have been so tired lately and I keep waking up in the middle of the night for one reason or another. And so I asked Ander, can you get up with the baby tomorrow morning and I will take half a sleeping pill so I can actually sleep? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I still feel kind of groggy from half of a Unisom, I ask you. So I wish I could go take a nap, but here I am with all of you. I watched the Emilia Clarke movie based on that song. I think it was just called Last Christmas. It was awful. I bet. I don't think Christmas holiday movies. Okay, speaking of worst Christmas songs. Okay, so we've talked about worst Christmas songs. How do you guys feel about the Beach Boys Christmas song? It's a little Saint Nick. It's a little Saint Nick, little Saint Nick. It's hard to sing when I've got music playing in my head. A totally different music. I kind of like that one. It's kind of a bop. You know, they're the classics like the Silent Night and the White Christmas. You know what? I really love Silent Night. Gosh, what is my favorite like super fun holiday song? I Saw Three Ships is kind of hard to beat. That's a good one because it's not overplayed. What are you looking for, Toots? Have more cracker. There's so much butter on Ritz crackers. Holy cow. Ugh. I am a good mom. Okay, what about your favorite Christmas movie? What's your favorite Christmas movie? There's a local Christmas song up here called Santa Got Stuck on the Grape Road. That's funny. Oh, I really love the 12 Things of Christmas That Are Such a Pain to Me. Have you guys ever heard that one? Because that one's good. The regular 12 Days of Christmas drives me nuts because it's so repetitive and it's so long. But the 12 Things on Christmas That Are Such a Pain to Me, that's a really good one. It's like rigging up the lights, facing my in-laws. Batteries not included. Christmas cards, sending Christmas cards. Oh, 5 months of bills. Yeah, it's great. That one's a really, really great one. It's true. I saw Three Ships is also like 500 years old. It is quite. 8-Bit Christmas was hilarious. Oh, that's good to know. I remember seeing an ad for that one. I'd kind of forgotten. You know, I will be honest. I don't really love A Christmas Story like everybody else loves it. I didn't think it was as nearly as hilarious and funny and just a must watch as everybody else thought. I do love Elf. I love The Muppet Christmas Carol. The Muppet Christmas Carol has to be The Muppet Christmas Carol. There are so many Christmas carols, but I like The Muppet. Let's see, what else do I like? Speaking of movies, I just showed Charlotte The Neverending Story last night because it's free on YouTube. Did any of you guys watch The Neverending Story? Oh man, we loved The Neverending Story. And I read the book actually. About 10 years ago, I finally actually read the book. And the book was pretty good. The first movie is the first half of the book, and the second movie is the second half of the book. But we watched it last night for the first time, and Charlotte was riveted. Oh my gosh. But every time something crazy would happen, she'd be like, Mama, this is just fantasy. That's right. It's just fantasy. It's okay. She was fine, but she seemed to really like it. But we did skip the part where the horse sinks in the swamps of sadness because I just didn't want to put a damper on our night. So I was like, we're going to skip this part. And she goes, well, but what happens? And I was like, do I tell her? I don't know. I'm partial to the Rankin Bass movies. I'm assuming those are last names of like directors. Ritz crackers are just edible plates. That is true. She loves her Ritz crackers, huh? Oh, she's crawling, you guys. She's crawling around and eating little snacksies, and she is the happiest little baby. Here's some crackers. She makes me really happy, even if sometimes I have to watch her while I'm streaming. Normally I don't, honestly. Most of the time, this doesn't happen. Oh, got it. Okay, so you mean like the old stop motion ones? I have to agree. I mean, they're kind of, they're a little dated, but I'm partial to those. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and wasn't there like a, oh, did any of you see The Snowman? It's like a little 30-minute short, and it's a cartoon, and there's no speaking in it. It's just the snowman and the boy. There's actually a song from that one that I'm really, really partial to that's not very popular. It's called Walking in the Air, and it's beautiful, although it doesn't really work as a solo. It's kind of only a choir song. How many of you guys like Home Alone? I am not partial to Home Alone. I think Home Alone is dumb, and I think it's lame, and I don't like it, and I think it's stupid. I've never really enjoyed the Home Alone franchise, but man, I had so many clients years ago that were like, oh, we watch all the Home Alones every Christmas. It's like our tradition. I personally do not like Home Alone at all. Although, I will say, I like that, what is it? Somewhere in my memory. You know, that one that John Williams wrote or whatever. That one's really pretty. I also really like the song Christmas Time Is Here. You know what? I think that's my favorite Christmas song. The one from the Charlie Brown special, Christmas Time Is Here. I also really like the ice skating theme. I can't do it any justice, and I've got music playing in the background anyway, but I really, really like the Christmas Time Is Here song. I don't know. I really like that. Seasons beatings. Oh gosh. Yeah, well, can't say I'm part of that community, but Doctor Who Christmas specials. You know what? I've never seen Doctor Who, and I've actually also never seen the Charlie Brown Christmas special. But I know all the music from it because I listened to the Vince Guaraldi Holiday Trio, and so I listened to all of the music, but I've actually never seen. Oh, I do love It's a Wonderful Life. You know what? I don't think Andrew has ever seen It's a Wonderful Life. And I think he like turns his nose about it. He's like, It's a Wonderful Life, what? But I don't think he's ever actually seen it. It's a Wonderful Life is a great movie. Wow, you are finishing off these crackers so fast. Mama's keeping her satiated with some fruit. Hey, it's Cage! Are you off today, Cage? Worst Christmas song has to be Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Ooh, that's a pretty bad one too. What about the Christmas shoes, Cage? What is it? Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. Nobody has done a remake of that song for good reason. Nobody needs to do a remake of that song. Nope. That and Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. That's on my blacklist. There's a version of I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus that's really bad because at the very end, I think it's like a choir of children or something, and all of them are flat. So it's just, it's bad. It's really bad. Like they can't seem to stay on pitch, and it doesn't sound good. Nope. What's your favorite Christmas song, Cage? I'm having a hard time. I really like Christmas Time Is Here. I mean, there's so many to choose from, but I can honestly say that I agree with Jordachi. I think the Christmas Shoes song is the worst Christmas song, like, ever. It's not my jam. Not my jam. Hi, little one. So Auden is here with me, eating little, like, cereal snackies and Ritz crackers. I put her in her pack and play, but she wasn't really happy to be in there. Play with that. Yeah. Andrew had to unexpectedly go pick up his boat from the shop, so I'm kind of playing like streaming, but also Christmas Shoes is also bad. Yes! But, you know, I'm sure all of them have their... Oh, you know what other song I don't really like? I really don't like the Merry Christmas, darling. Happy New Year too. I really like the Christmas waltz, though. I don't know all the words. The one that's like, it's that time of year when the world falls in love. I don't know all the words, but I actually really like the Christmas waltz. I forgot about the Christmas waltz. Huh. I don't know. There are so many that I just can't. There are so many. I can't keep them all straight. I can't remember them all. All I know is I don't like the... Wait, have I seen the Patton Oswalt animated version of Christmas shows? Or Christmas Shoes? No, I have not. Patton Oswalt, though, I can only imagine. Oh, Christmas Shoes is just bad. I mean... Like, I get it. I get the sentiment. I get the you know, the message. But man, I have a real hard time with that song. Like, a real hard time. It is not my jam. For the most part, I am perfectly happy with Christmas songs, and I like Christmas music. And, you know, I'm happy to play it around this time of year. I am definitely not one of those who plays Christmas songs like super early, because they do kind of they do get old. They get really old. Like 1 month is about enough as I can handle. It's too much. It's just too much. So many questions. Why shoes? How will they come with her to the afterlife? Why does Jesus care about shoes when he walks around barefoot himself? What shoe stores are open on Christmas Eve? All great questions. All great questions. Man. Well, this is my question in The Muppet Christmas Carol. Because, and I love The Muppet Christmas Carol, and nobody can tell me that it is not the best Christmas Carol, because I think it is the best Christmas Carol, like, version. But at the end, when he's going around like singing his little song after all the ghosts have come to see him and he's like happy and he's a changed man and he's all excited and he's headed to Bob Cratchit's house, he's going into all these different shops and he's like buying things and like stocking up on things and he's wrapping presents and stuff. And I'm like, yo, man, it's Christmas Day. Like, places aren't open on Christmas Day. Although that was back in like the 1800s. So I'm like, maybe, I don't know. But it's just funny to me that he's doing all these different things and that all these people are following him. I'm like, where are all these people? What do they have to do? Or don't they have places to go? Maybe they don't. And then he gave them somewhere to go. And I think that's great. And then they all end up at Bob Cratchit's house. Question, what was wrong with Tiny Tim? Because it seemed to me like Tiny Tim just couldn't walk. Oh no, he coughs. That's because Michael Caine is Scrooge. I know! It doesn't get much better than Michael Caine is Scrooge. It really doesn't. Oh, it's the best. I think it's the best Christmas Carol. Although Charlotte didn't like it the first time she saw it because she thought Michael Caine was mean. And I'm like, well, that's because he is. Speaking of Michael Caine, I was randomly perusing YouTube the other day and I saw a scene pop up from Secondhand Lions. This is not Christmas related, but have any of you seen Secondhand Lions with Michael Caine and Robert Duvall and Haley Joel Osment? That is a gem. I think it's kind of an underrated gem. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was fantastic. Great movie. Highly, highly recommend. Charles Dickens is the man. I agree. It's a great story. We watched the Disney like Mickey version the other day and it was not great. Not my jam. Matrix watch party tonight? I don't know. Jordachi's seeing Matrix. I am not seeing The Matrix, at least not tonight. Although, no, tomorrow's Thursday. Friday, if Ander is not working, because he's working tomorrow, but if he's not working on Friday, we're supposed to take Charlotte to see Encanto. I've got an ad starting in 50 seconds, sorry. Because we actually got 3 movie passes when the movie theater we went to, was broken when we went to go see Dune. And the one other guy in the theater with me, my dad, and my brother threw the biggest fit. And so they gave us all free movie passes, even though we were like super cool about it. We were like, hey man, like it happens, you know, it's fine. We'll figure something else out. But that guy was so angry. He was so mad. And he was, he stormed out of the theater and he was so upset. And so the manager came up to us and gave us movie passes. But since my dad and my brother were out of town, I got 3 movie passes. So now we can all go see Encanto, apparently. It's coming to Disney Plus on Christmas Eve? Oh my gosh, why would we go see it in theaters then? I thought it was going to be in theater. When did it come out? Oh, I guess it came out on Thanksgiving, so it has been in theaters for a month. Well, shut my mouth and paint me red. That changes things. It does. Hey, Broken Home! Yeah, save those ticks for something else. Wow, I didn't know that. I don't know these things. How do you find these things? Well, Jordachi's like the movie person. Really? You think The Matrix will be really bad? I mean, it doesn't get much better than like the original Matrix. I do love the original Matrix. And we haven't even watched V for Vendetta this year. We usually watch V for Vendetta every single year on the 5th of November, or as close to it as we can. And we still haven't watched it this year, and I'm super sad about it. Although part of the reason is, so last year for my birthday, I got this giant, fabulous, wonderful TV. My family all went in on this new TV for us. And it was kind of a birthday / Christmas present, but my brother's the one who found it, and everybody went in on it, and they got us this big, giant new TV. So it's like a 65-inch, I say big, giant. It's big, giant to me. It's a 65-inch, and it's, super OLED or whatever. I don't even remember. And it's fantastic. But the way our family room is set up, the TV is on one wall, and then the couch is across it, and then across the wall, like behind the couch, there's an entrance to our hallway, and that's where Charlotte's bedroom is, and Auden's bedroom is, and the office is. And so we can't watch a movie that could potentially be scary slash frightening because Charlotte can come out of her room and literally come into the family room and see what we're watching. So in order for us to watch any sort of movies, it sucks because we have this beautiful, awesome TV and we can't even utilize it to watch really cool movies. Like when we watched Thor Ragnarok the other night, we had to use our old TV, which is just sitting collecting dust in a corner. But in order for us to watch movies, we have to like set it up on an ironing like an ironing board at the foot of our bed because we don't just have a TV in our room. And we have to connect some sort of streaming device to it, you know, like a PlayStation or whatever, because we don't have any sort of streaming devices other than game consoles. And so when we watched Thor Ragnarok, my husband was finally like, you know what? We've been keeping this TV just kind of collecting dust. He was going to put it in the garage for when he goes out and works on the garage. And he was like, we need to mount this TV on our wall in our room across from our bed because I would be up for watching more movies, but it takes so much effort to get the TV set up and everything set up. We just don't ever do it. And you know what? He's right. Not that we're huge movie watchers, but we could watch movies more often, but like we can't watch V for Vendetta. Give her some Benadryl and knock her out. You know, I've actually wondered if melatonin really works for her or if she just believes it works. I don't know if it's a placebo, but every time we've given her melatonin, she's out like a light. And I don't know. Either way, it works for us. But, yeah, so I asked Ander, well, should we turn our whole setup around? The thing I like about the setup right now is that I can see the TV from the kitchen. So if Charlotte's watching something, I can see it from the kitchen and I know what she's watching and I'm like aware of what's going on. If we moved it all around, it would be a whole bunch of effort, but we could watch movies and then we could see the hallway and see Charlotte, you know, but the problem is also sound. You know, she gets frustrated when she can hear us watching a movie and I don't really blame her. Kids are worth these sacrifices. I have to remind myself that she's not going to be this age forever. And, you know, I mean, Auden's not going to be little forever either. And we're not huge movie people anyway, so it's fine. I get to play really awesome, pretty games on that TV, and that's all that matters to me. The Matrix is supposed to be out on HBO Max. I'm going to wait and see if the reviews are good. If it is, that is theater worthy. I have to say, seeing Dune in theaters, we saw it the last night it was supposed to be in our city, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I thought it was perfection. They've made 2 good movies. The rest of them are really, really bad. Jupiter Ascending is one of the worst sci-fis of all time. They're kind of similar to M. Night. Isn't M. Night Shyamalan coming out with a new one soon? Gosh, I remember when I saw The Signs and it scared the living daylights out of me. And I was too old to be scared by that movie. I slept with water next to my bed. I'm not proud of it. Oh, that movie freaked me out so badly. That movie and Sixth Sense totally freaked me out. But I don't watch scary movies anyway, and I didn't grow up watching scary movies, and I don't know, but I'm trying to think of the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen, but honestly, I haven't seen very many. I really like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen, but I haven't seen the extra ones. I haven't seen like 2 or 3 or whatever. Don't admit to these things. I'm totally transparent. Hey, it's Johnny! Oh, he loved Encanto. Well, I just found out it's coming to Disney Plus on Christmas Eve. We were gonna go see it in theaters on Christmas Eve day. Yeah, so maybe we should just, oh, that would be so great. We could just stay home and watch it on our big pretty TV. Oh, I'm so glad you told me that. So glad. Worst Christmas movie is also Grandma I got run over by a reindeer. That's a Christmas, of course it is. You know, I have a really hard time with the Christmas movies they make out of like The Polar Express or The Grinch, because it's impossible to make a full-length Christmas film out of a 6-page book. I don't think any of them have been done. Like The Polar Express, The Grinch. Jim Carrey was phenomenal, but they also made the Who's the bad guys. I mean, let's be honest. Like, the story of The Grinch is actually, well, we don't know the actual background of the actual Dr. Seuss story, but the story of the movie, it's like, okay, so we're gonna shame this person because he doesn't look like us, and we're going to shame him so he goes and lives alone in a cave, and then we're going to try and ask ourselves, well, why doesn't he ever come down here? It doesn't make any sense. The Who's are... Hey, Alex! How's it going, Alex? What about The Nightmare Before Christmas? That's a big one around this house. We really, really like The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a good one. It's also really short, so it's an easy watch. You know, if you've got kids or whatever, it's a really easy watch. I don't know if kids get scared of them, but I hate the live action Grinch too. The horrible filter on the whole film made me so depressed. Yeah, it was like, I remember being like, this is terrible. This is awful. I hate it. It was so bad. The worst Christmas movie are the Hallmark Channel ones. Well, yes, they are. My family loves them and won't ever turn the TV to any other channel from Thanksgiving through New Year's. Drives me mad. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, oh no, I don't do movies like that. I really don't care much for rom-coms, and I don't care for those like Hallmark kind of, or like Lifetime movies. No, those are not my style. Definitely not my style. Well, we have eaten 2 Ritz crackers. I've got my 9-month-old in here with me. Yeah, oh, Alex, I need to do cleaning too. Like, I feel like I can't ever keep this house clean. I understand, like, being a homeowner, I now understand why people with such big old houses, like, I used to work in a salon where most of my clients lived in these giant, giant houses. I went to a couple of them. Our salon was in a really affluent area, and I went to visit my clients at their houses a couple times, and there's no way you could have that house and not need a house cleaner. I don't even have that big of a house, and I feel like I need a house cleaner. I cannot keep this house clean. I just can't. And especially when you have kids. Who said it? Jerry Seinfeld was like, trying to clean your house with kids is like trying to brush your teeth while eating Oreos. Like, he's absolutely right. It's so hard. Oh, it's so hard. You want more crackers? Oh, I would show you guys this, all the butter that's on this, all the grease that's on this paper, but I don't think it'll come through on the camera. You okay? Can you breathe? Yeah, we got this. We're okay. Well, okay. Why don't we switch over to Death's Door? Although, yeah, it's like trying to shovel while it's still snowing. Yeah, or like using a blender with the top off. Like, it is not. It's so hard. And bless Charlotte. Like, she really, really tries to help out. She really does. But I also realize that some of it is my own fault because I just have different expectations. My expectations are a lot higher than my husband's are, and my husband is much more comfortable in having kind of a cluttered home. Not that our home is that cluttered, but like this morning I have felt a lot of like, I mean, not only do we have the holiday stress and we have stuff going on, and I'm supposed to buy a present for my sister-in-law's boyfriend, who I literally see twice a year. I don't know anything about him. I mean, I know very little about him. And I haven't been able to find anything for him. And I promised Charlotte we would make gingerbread houses. And I went to go, and this is my own fault. I tried to go and find a gingerbread house kit today, and all of them were broken. I even made it up to the checkout with one of them because I peeked into it and it looked intact. And so, but then at the checkout, I was like, you know what? Can we open that and make sure it's not broken? And she opened it up and it was broken, and she still tried to sell it to me for full price. And I was like, ma'am, this gingerbread house is broken. Like, I would buy it for a discount. I would buy it for maybe $5 because I could use the candy and we could just make our own. And she was like, oh, that's not really my call to make. And then she just kind of stared at me, and I was like, okay, well, I think I'll just leave it. Thanks. And she was like, really? You don't want it? No, madam, it's broken. But I should have bought it a week ago, and I just feel so unprepared. And I feel like, and this right here is why I have a hard time with Christmas sometimes, is because I shouldn't feel this way. Christmas should not make me feel like I'm a bad parent. And I don't like feeling that way because I've been able to get the presents that my daughter has asked for. And that's great. but I don't like feeling guilty for not decorating a gingerbread house or not making sugar cookies or not doing this or not getting my tree decorations up in time or not doing this or not having this. And I don't like that guilt because I see all these other social media posts of everybody decorating their gingerbread houses or decorating their cookies or whatever. I'm thinking, shoot, we should have gotten like pretzels and fruit and stuff. I guess we can probably still get that. And we should do some Christmas chocolate fondue. We have a fondue pot. And I walked around Walmart aimlessly this morning being like, what do I buy for this guy that I literally hardly know and I only see twice a year? And what do I like? What do I and I hate the guilt that brings. That's not what Christmas is about. So, anyway, there's my small tiny rant. Well, what do we do with you? I don't want to keep giving her crackers. So in about 20 minutes, I'm actually going to need to give her a bottle. And then I'll once after I give her a bottle, I will just excuse myself for like 5 or so minutes. I'm going to read her some stories and put her down for a nap. And then I will be scot-free for an hour and a half. So maybe that's when I should switch over to my game. How about some more cereal bites? You'll eat these really fast. And then you're not going to want any milk. Honestly, though, I really can't complain. She's a happy baby. She's a really happy baby. I do miss the tradition we had as a family of caroling on Christmas Eve. I really miss that tradition. It's just not the same around here, and I don't have like my family. We did like 5-part harmony, but we always made chocolate covered pretzels. And do you guys have any traditions you guys do like every Christmas Eve? Do you watch all the Lord of the Rings movies? Do you watch all the Harry Potter movies? Or like the week leading up to Christmas, like are there things you guys do together? Are any of you traveling for Christmas? I know traveling this year is kind of crazy because of Omicron or whatever. Omicron Percy I ate. I'm hilarious. We are not going anywhere, obviously. And we're having Christmas dinner with my mother-in-law and my mom. Yeah, we always made chocolate-covered pretzels, and I'm trying to think. My mom always had she always had like weird animations and weird movies we watched when we were kids. Did she have any Christmas ones? I don't think she did. Although I do remember she showed us, I think it was a version of the Nutcracker that was clay animation. And they talked about the Rag Man. And the Rag Man was a man who went around and checked to see if children were up past their bedtime. And if they were, he turned them into mice and they went down in the sewers and had to live with the Rat King. And I remember being terrified of the Rag Man. But I don't think I ever told my mom about the Rag Man. I think I was just all of a sudden terrified to go to bed. And my mom was like, I don't understand. Susie's so scared to go to bed. I don't know. I was always scared as a child because my mom was showing me all sorts of wackadoo things that she shouldn't have been showing me. I don't know. I don't think we ever really watched anything. Oh, well, no, that's not true. We would watch my dad's play. We always went to go see my dad's play. And, so that was a tradition. And now he doesn't do the play anymore. We just have a DVD of it. Okay. Broken Home says, I was going to go home to New York City, but my sister is in the middle of a divorce. It's her first one alone with my nieces, so I postponed my trip back home to stay with them. That is very kind of you. That's hard. I'm so sorry to hear that about your sister. Ooh, we are covered in buttered crackers. Covered in buttered crackers, huh? Yeah. To the beebs. Ooh, covered in crackers. We love crackers! Where's something you can hang on to? Here. Take a curse card, why don't you? We're gonna try and eat it. Yeah, I mean, traveling around the holidays has gotten a little different for us simply because we don't have anywhere to go, really, anymore. I mean, my sister lives in Utah still, and my dad and my stepmom live in Utah still, but I don't know. it's hard because my mom is here and my mother-in-law is here, and now I have 2 kids. So flying with 2 kids is hard. Charlotte flew, I think Charlotte's first ever trip on an airplane was when she was 1, and Auden's 9 months. But you know, it's just, flying is so expensive, and with all the corona stuff and everything, like, By the way, Charlotte got her corona shot. I haven't gotten my booster yet. Huh. Yeah, you got a vaccine the other day, and sister got a vaccine the other day. But also in regards to gingerbread houses, they never turn out how you want, and they just get stale and gross, and you throw them out. I know, but it would have been a great activity for us to do. I guess we could make cookies. We can still make cookies. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I'll just make my own gingerbread house, and that'll be, you know, that would be even more fun, because we can just make our own gingerbread house, and we can make the dough, and I love gingerbread. So, you know, I was thinking it would be really fun, but then I thought, oh, but then you have to buy all that candy. Candy is not cheap. I mean, I guess if you buy the little bags, like the 88-cent bags or whatever of like M&Ms or whatever, but like think of all the different candies you're technically supposed to use. That's why I wanted to buy a kit, because I was like, great, you get a gingerbread house and you get a whole bunch of candies. But then one of the kits I found, it was just a gingerbread house and 2 different types of candies. And I was like, well, that's dumb. It did have fondant apparently for the roof. And I was like, ugh, blah, blah. Isn't she a cutie pie? She's so cute. And I was just looking at little pictures of Charlotte when she was a baby, and they look so much alike. So much alike. I don't think I'll ever have another one though. Everybody suffers when I get pregnant. I get so sick. Everybody suffers, and then everybody's miserable for a long time. Not just when I'm pregnant either, because then after you have the baby, like, I really struggled after having Auden. Like, really, really struggled. Ugh. It was really hard. It was a lot different. Oh, we totally tore this thing apart. Oh, no. Cutie little patoot. Yep, we totally tore that apart. Where did my lip balm go? You left Mama's Switch controller, which I can't let you put. Ah! I didn't mean to turn that on. Yeah, in about 15 minutes, I'll feed her a bottle on here, and then I will put her to bed, and I can get started playing my game. But, well, I hope any of you that are traveling, that you do so safely. I hope everybody can, seeing C Prime and C Omega interact is adorable. It's true. Charlotte is really, she is really, really, like, I was worried. Oh, here, play with this. I was really worried about them. Just, you know, I was worried about the jealousy, and I was worried about all of that stuff. But Charlotte's great. She's so great. Now, someday when Auden starts being really mobile and is walking and follows her everywhere, it won't be so great, and Charlotte is going to get really frustrated. But right now, she's so great with her. She was old enough to not experience that jealousy and not experience that kind of, well, why is Mama always with the baby, you know? And I'm really grateful for that. Jordachi, this will be my first Christmas not having to travel cross-state for the holidays, and I'm so excited! Yay! Well, and with virtual, you know, I mean, it's not as bad. You can still see your family. We always did that. Actually, we played a game at Thanksgiving and had my sister Katie just on like an iPhone, and we had it on like my my tripod, and so she was just at the table with us. It was great. And it was a great game. It wasn't Would You Rather. It was kind of like you had to guess what that person's answer was going to be. It was like, you know, the card would say something like, I have never been to Japan. Oh, and you had to play either yes or no or something like that. It was really great. It was a really great game for getting to know people. It was really fun. But yeah, Katie was just like at the table, even though she was just a screen. So I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for technology and the opportunity. And as weird as it is, I'm grateful for the pandemic in that regard, and the fact that it's opened up a lot of opportunities for doing things like that and doing things virtually and remotely, because While I know people are trying to get like back into the office and all this stuff, and that really sucks, it's nice because my husband, as a bishop of our church congregation, he's able to do a lot of meetings just over Zoom with people from here in the house, and he doesn't have to drive down to the church building for every little thing. And I'm really, really grateful for that, because even though he's here and in a meeting, he's still like here at the house. So if there were an emergency, or if somebody just doesn't show up, which happens, you know, he's not just sitting alone at the church thinking, wow, I could be home helping Susie right now. That's really nice. Well, my grandmother moved in with my mom and dad, so I'll just go there Christmas morning and then drive back home that night. How far is that drive? Is the gingerbread man made of house, or is the house made of gingerbread man flesh? I'm gonna go with the first, just because it sounds less sinister. But that is a great question. Look at us. We're making gingerbread houses and people out of the same stuff. You know, I do love gingerbread, though. I love gingerbread. And the bakery that was a couple doors down from my old salon had the best gingerbread. It was perfect. It was dense and soft, but it was moist, and they had this delicious icing on it. It was the best. Oh my gosh. All her cookies were really good, but he screams, for he does not know. Have I played Fez? I love Fez. I love Fez. I actually cross-stitched a Fez, a little Fez scene. I 200%ed Fez, actually, just this past year. I had to look a bunch of it up, but I did. I 200%ed it, and I was very proud. Very, very proud. I think Fez is one of my... I loved Fez in how unique it was. I loved the soundtrack. I loved everything about it. I thought Fez was fantastic. Okay, you want to get down? 15 more minutes, Bubs. Give me 13 more minutes. See, I don't want to put her down on the ground because then I'm afraid she's going to crawl under my desk and like mess up all my cords, but she's not going anywhere near my cords just yet. Somebody asked me the other day, I can't even remember who it was. Somebody asked me what my most unique... Oh, it was that person, that Forbidden person. I think their name was Forbidden. They asked what my most unique game was or something like that. Fez was up there because Fez was so different. I mean, it wasn't because it was your typical kind of platformer, but it was so unique in the way that you could change the camera, and the puzzles were mind-blowing. Oh my gosh. It was great. I love Fez a lot. Have they made anything else? Who did Fez? I can't even remember who did them. I just remember Disaster Piece did the soundtrack. Didn't Disaster Piece also do Hyper Light Drifter? I really loved Hyper Light Drifter as well. What? Yeah, it's getting close to that time, isn't it? Can you stand up? Got this. No, Mama. No. We want to be in everything. There is not a Fez 2. I think there was supposed to be, but they did not end up doing it. But I didn't know one guy made it. Look at these amazing people. This one guy made Fez, this small team that made Hollow Knight, this one guy that did, what's it called? Stardew Valley. One guy did Axiom Verge, which I loved, by the way. I thought about cross-stitching something from that, but that pixel art was too intense. It was too much. I couldn't handle it. But I really loved Axiom Verge. I thought Axiom Verge was great. I know Axiom Verge does have a sequel. Have not played that one yet, but one guy did Undertale. Oh, somebody type gasp. Did I do it? Oh yeah, I did. What are we gasping for? It's almost her nap time. Almost. I watched a documentary forever ago about the guy making Fez. I never played it though. Not a big puzzle game fan. Fez is great, but if you don't like puzzles, it's definitely not for you. It's chock full of puzzles, and the puzzles go so deep and are so they're so crazy entwined. It's wild. It's super crazy. I've never played a puzzle game like it, ever. It's a great game, but I just... Oh, now we're getting super... This is like right at the... Oh, look, here. Seriously, give me 10 minutes, kiddo, and then I'll give you a bottle. Here, look. Let's see if that will satiate her for just a minute. I gave her the little like Tupperware that we carry. We put all of our Tupperware tops in. I only need 10 more minutes, and then I can... No reason for the gasp. Well, that's how I knew something wasn't right with my chat, because that kept popping up and I couldn't see it in chat, and I thought, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. I gotta move all my notes here. Baby, it's cold outside. I gotta add that to my list. Coldplay Christmas lights and Don't Shoot Me Santa. Who's saying that? The Killers? I'm going to my mom's assisted living facility tomorrow and singing for all the little old folks at dinner time. It's gonna be super nice. I haven't sung any of those Christmas songs in a really long time. I'm gonna sing, you can't see anything for the gasp? It should happen right over chat. Here. The problem is when Michael types it, somebody else that's on Twitch chat has to type it because it doesn't, the actual command doesn't go through YouTube. I have tried to figure out how to make it go through YouTube chat and make it a YouTube chat command, and I can't figure it out. Everything is all made for Twitch. Oh, yep, there she goes. No, ma'am. Triggerfire and Leorin board and StreamerBot and all that stuff. It's all made for Twitch. So, I think eventually down the line, I think they will probably start to integrate some things for YouTube. But as of right now, it's just so different. And you can use Stream Elements and you can do some things, but like I'm logged into Stream Elements under my chat and also, or under Twitch and also YouTube. But when you go under Twitch, there are all sorts of widgets you can use. Video on demand, you can use this cool like little follower rotator thing and all sorts of cool stuff. And then if you switch to your YouTube account, there's like hardly anything. They don't offer hardly any widgets. I thought that they could all just kind of be the same. I don't know why. I mean, I guess like Katie said it is. It's kind of a different interface, but... okay, give me 5 seconds. I'm going to go heat up a bottle, and I'll be right back, and I'll feed her, and then we'll go from there. If you guys are still hanging around here with me, my heart goes out to you. You are so patient. You are so patient and kind. Oh my gosh. Everyone had to look up stuff for Fez. Yeah, okay, well that makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, there was no way. Fez was so... The puzzles were unlike any I'd ever come across, ever. Ever. Phil Fish left the industry? Is that who did Fez? You know, I actually remember really wishing there was a sequel to Stranger's Wrath from Oddworld, and the ending of it actually really left it wide open for a sequel. And then I think the person who did it quit or was fired or was given an ultimatum or something, and so they never made a second one because he left the company for one reason or another. If you haven't played Stranger's Wrath, the Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, I highly recommend it. It's really great. It's weird, and it's very Oddworld, but it's a great game. I thought it was fantastic. I really, really, really loved it. I'm a huge fan of the Oddworld series anyway. The only ones I've ever played are the first one, Abe's Odyssey, and then Abe's Exodus, which is the second one, and then I've played Stranger's Wrath, but I know there were some in between. I know there's a new one for PlayStation 5 called Soulstorm, but I don't know if it's also for PS4. I'm not really sure. What is The Witness? Wait, I feel like I've heard this. Axiom Verge was great. The guy that made it is a lying sack of crap. Okay, why? Did he not do the whole thing by himself? There's a second one, yeah? I really liked Axiom Verge. It was very unique. Very, very unique. It was nothing like I thought it was going to be. The baddies were all super wackadoo and weird, and all the different, like, upgrades you get were so unexpected. It was really strange. I really, really liked it, though. I thought it was great, and I loved the music. I thought it was great. It was kind of an anomaly. It was really, really wild. I also really liked Moonlighter, although I never actually completely finished Moonlighter. Apparently that was DLC, and I haven't actually finished that yet. I should. It got really hard, and I was like, this is hard, which is dumb. I'm usually not one to just give up just because something is hard, but something else happened. I don't remember what happened. Like, I got distracted by something or whatever, and I think I got distracted for long enough to where by the time I was like, oh yeah, I haven't beat Moonlighter yet, I was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to go back to it at this point. It had been a little while since I'd played it. I don't know. But I have so many games I would love to play, and so many games I'd love to stream. I'm actually considering adding a stream to my week next year, but it would have to be in the evening. It would have to be like a Tuesday evening, because my stream day for my daytime stream is going to be moving to Thursday. Are we done, ma'am? And so I thought about adding another stream on Tuesday nights, like the same as my Sunday stream, but I don't know. It kind of depends, because those are great and I love them, but they leave me really, really tired because, you know, I go to bed pretty late and then the next morning I have to wake up and get Charlotte off to school. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I should probably give Braid another try, because I tried Braid years and years and years ago and I was like, this is too hard. And I just didn't take the time. Like, I love puzzle games, but Braid was like a totally different level, and I could not do it. So I think I figured a couple of them out, and then I just kind of put it down. I love the soundtrack to Braid as well. I remember you saying that the same people did Braid. Who did Braid, and what else did they do? We made a connection, and now I can't remember. Jordachi needs to find something newer to check. Everything I've been playing is older. But you don't... Oh, check out. Same thing. I'm trying to think if I have any recommendations, but I haven't actually played anything. I don't know. I really liked Moonlighter. I thought Moonlighter was really fun. You know what game was kind of an is a hugely underrated game, in my opinion, was Children of Morta. I loved Children of Morta, and it's that same 8-bit kind of Hyperlight Drifter pixelated animation, but you're a family that has to fight against the corruption that's like coming across their forest, and there's this evil that's coming or whatever. But it's interesting because this wasn't so much a chosen one as it was a chosen family. So you have the opportunity to play all the family members, but if you play the family member, it's not really so much. Oh, you're not a Metroid fan, or you try it. Like, how do you know if you're not a Metroid fan if you haven't tried it? What about Castlevania? in Children of Morta, you can't just pick the same character over and over and over again, even if you have a favorite, because they start to get this like sickness if you use them too often. And so you have to let them like recoup. So you're kind of forced to learn how to use all the different characters, but it works really well because each character has a different strength. I thought it was fantastic. There's a DLC I haven't done yet, but I loved Children of Morta. I highly recommend it. It was really great. It was very unique. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Oh, do we want more? No, we just want to hold on to the bottle. 5 more minutes and we're gonna go and read you some stories and put you down. Go night-night. Gosh, I'm trying to think of what else I really liked on the Switch. See, I thought about adding a stream next week because it is roguelike, yes. It's very, you mean like each time you go into the dungeons they're different? Yes. Those games actually completely blow my mind because I don't understand the programming that goes into making a story progress the way the Children of Morta does, yet everything around it changes and the dungeons change and whatnot. So yes, it is like that. But like I said, there's like this family and you have to pick which character you're gonna be, and all of them have different strengths. Some of them are like more melee, some of them are like, one is an archer, one can use fire, like magic from afar. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I couldn't put it down. It's definitely one of those underrated gem games on the Switch for sure. I don't know if it's for PlayStation, but Tangle Deep? I have never even heard of Tangle Deep. I'm writing this down. I've never heard of that. I have a hard time. I'm kind of on the fence with roguelikes because on one hand, I think they can be really great, but like Michael is so sad that my experience with Hades was not as, I was not as into Hades as everybody else was, but I really liked Dead Cells for a while. And then Dead Cells got really old for me. Even though the layout changes every single time, it got really old. I really loved Children of Morta though, but maybe that was because Children of Morta, although, gosh, Hades had a story that was continuing, so I don't know why. I think it was the time of life I was in. I was about to have a baby, or I was at the hospital with a baby, and my brain just was not in the right place. But Children of Morta, there was an actual continuing storyline. With Dead Cells, there kind of isn't. I don't know. But this new Have a Nice Death is roguelike, I think. And Lorne Lanning still runs Oddworld Inhabitants. Oh, then who was I thinking? Once again, hate is a strong word. I never said I hated Hades by any means. I'm just gonna have to try it again at another time when I'm like more in it. I don't know. It just wasn't, there was something, I don't know. Okay, give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go to my Be Right Back screen, if that's okay, although I don't have any music playing on my Be Right Back screen, but give me like 5 minutes or so, and there's gonna be an ad starting in 5 minutes anyway. Let me go and get her diaper changed and all that stuff, put her down for a nap, and then I will be back, and then we will dive into Death's Door. So I will be right back in like 5 or so minutes. Oh my gosh. You guys are like the kindest, most patient people. Okay. She's in bed. She's talking to herself, but she'll fall asleep here in the next like 10 minutes. And I should be home free. Let me catch up on chat. I can hate Hades, but you can't hate Zagreus. I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. Everyone is attracted to Zag. I do agree, actually. I don't hate anything about Hades. Ugh. I want story time about the guy who made Axiom. I don't know if I'm ready for story time about the guy who made Axiom. I could get on a soapbox for hours about Zag's sexuality, but I won't. Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right. Let me, oh, I've got my music on in my ears. Stop. Okay. No. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. I knew it would be kind of crazy, but I was like, I'll be fine. She actually did really, really well. I have to admit, she did really, really well. It could have been far, far worse. I need to turn this up in my ears. But... Okay, we're in the forest now. I better open my door. Or close my door. I can hear her. She's just chatting away in there. Hey, Breeze! How are you, Breeze? Merry Christmas! Hope things are well. Start screen music is nice. Like I just listen to Chill Hop. Yes, tell us how... Oh, that was great. Tell us how the Axiom Verge creator sucks. I love this game. Yeah, Axiom Verge was wild. Axiom Verge was very different. I mean, it was Metroid-ish, but it was so different than Metroid at the same time. Like, it was super weird. But it was great. I really, really liked it. Didn't quite understand the story. The story was definitely a little vague, a little odd, a little hard to understand. Just because... I don't know, that big robot thing does not do a very good job of explaining things. Woo! But, overall, I thought it was really great. Have not played the second one, though. Oh, the music of the start screen on this game. Oh, that is true. Probably could have just left it there. I should probably add some music to my Be Right Back screen, huh? Probably should do that. Okay, I need to get my... Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. I need to get my controls down. I haven't played this in a while. Okay, charge. Fire. Okay. Fire. Oh, wow. That didn't even knock him back at all. Okay. Good to know. Oh yeah, those things explode. I do remember that. Gosh, I feel like it's been, well, it's been a week since I played this last, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm trying to think of other games I could recommend to you, Jorachi, because... Did you play the Oris? Although you're not really into Metroid, I don't know if the Ori series would really be... Devolver produced Gris, Pikuniku, this game, Enter the Gungeon, and Carrion. Did they really? Wow, those are all so different. I've only played a handful of those, but I really, really like... Do I like this game or Hyper Light Drifter? That's a really great question, because I really loved Hyper Light Drifter. They're just different. It's hard for me to compare the two because they're just so different from one another. Like, this one isn't mysterious at all. This one is like, you know the story, you know what's happening, you know what's going on. Hyper Light Drifter was very... Oh, what? I just made a whole big old circle? Okay. Cool. Minimap would be nice. Minimap would be really nice. I'd have to say, I think I probably liked Hyper Light Drifter just a little more because of the mystery. But with that being said, they're so different from one another, it's hard for me to really say accurately, but I just really liked the sound of Hyper Light Drifter, and I did like the mystery of it. I'm gonna say Hyper Light Drifter was a little better than this one, but only a little bit. There was something, and I am one for, I love pixels. I love pixel art. And while this art is great and it's beautiful and I love it, pixels get me every time. I really, really like pixels. I like the pixel art. Ooh. I will kind of always pick pixels. So Hyper Light Drifter definitely kind of spoke to me on that front. I still haven't finished my cross stitch of Hyper Light Drifter because it's too big. I should not have taken on such a big giant project. Oh, I thought I was blowing up that one. Well. Tales of Vesperia on PS5, which is a 360 era game. I'm a sucker for classic feeling RPGs though. I do also play COD Vanguard. That's a new game. I love handheld too. Oh, handheld. That said handheld. No, Hyper Light Drifter. I will say, my sister and my brother both told me that Hyper Light Drifter had a really big impact on them, just like she just said right there. And for me, I loved it. I thought it was great. It did not affect me the same way it affected them. I don't really know why. It just kind of didn't. Yes, that's what I meant to do. I don't really know why. It just kind of didn't. It felt, and honestly, it felt short to me. It felt really short. I was kind of surprised when I came up to the boss, when I finally made it to the end boss. I was like, wait a minute, this is it? This is it? But I remember my brother and sister saying, no, there's so many secrets and there's so many things left. But I never felt the need to take the time to like run around and find all those secrets. I don't know, but I did really love it. I'm not one for 100%ing games kind of anyway. It's rare. Oh, I got a haul. Oh no, I've got to come up with a power to do that. I would imagine. It's just 100%ing games. I did 200% Fez. What other game did I 100%? Like, the bigger the game, the more anxiety it gives me in 100%ing. So I guess I should say, I guess I should have 100%ed, you know, Hyper Light Drifter because it wasn't that big of a game. But like 100%ing Metroid Dread or 100%ing like the Final Fantasy VII Remake or Horizon Zero Dawn or something is so overwhelming to me. I can't even. I just can't. It gives me so much anxiety. Freaks me out. Solar Ash? The spiritual sequel to Hyper Light Drifter. I have not. I'm writing that down as well. Is it by the same people? Like you're saying it's like actually by the same people? Oh, I know how to do this. Wow, I am an idiot. I am so smart. Not. See, that's actually why that's why I thought about adding an extra stream to my stream schedule next year, because I'd really love to stream Horizon Zero Dawn, but I don't feel like I can do it with just streaming twice a week. I feel like it's too big of a game. But maybe you guys don't want to see Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played it, and I would really love to play it again. This way to the forest settlement. I like that. I like the sound of that. Forest settlement? Yeah, sure. All right, cool. I loved the Ori games. I really loved else I have on my Switch, because I really haven't played anything on my PlayStation other than the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Horizon Zero Dawn. I liked Bastion. Oh, this is the forest settlement. Look at all you cute little guys. We used to explore the dungeons, but the forest sealed them up. That sounds sinister. The Frog King sat on my brother until his insides became his outsides. Yikes. I don't know how I feel about that. That kind of freaks me out a little bit. Makes me a little nervous. Don't know if I really want to meet this Frog King. Oh, there's a big one! I have not seen your type in this land for a long, long time. You're probably here to see your friends in the depths below. I'm sorry, but the forest itself sealed the gates to the dungeons many moons ago to keep us safe. I could speak with her, and perhaps sway her to open the gates for you, but we converse in song, and sadly, I have lost my magic horn. I left it in the old camp to the north. Alas, we were driven from there by the Frog King's henchmen. If you return it to me, I am sure we can help you on your journey. Oh, I just remembered I gotta change my stream title. Or my stream, whatever it's called. I guess I can do that through here. Can I? Yes. Death's Door. Have any of you played Deathloop? Because that sure won a lot of awards, or was nominated for a lot of awards for the Game Awards or whatever. Hello, feathery person! I'm hard of hearing, so you will have to speak up! Got it. Barb the Bard. Hey there! You look like a fellow traveler. What brings you here? Did you come to learn the music of the forest children as well? What a shame it is that the forest elder lost her horn. I hope she finds it soon so I can hear her beautiful melodies. You and me both, my friend. You and me both. Your forest horn? I don't even know where to start to look for that. Heart Machine, who did Hyper Light Drifter, is making another game. Solar Ash is set in the same universe, but it's a platformer. 7 out of 10? It's pretty good. I wouldn't turn my nose up at a 7 out of 10. Yes, story time. It's by the same dude. Same dude. Same dude. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, that was bad timing. Crap. Well, it was worth it. Kind of. Dang, I wish I didn't have to eat fruit. Yes, this makes things easier. That is one thing I really love about the Switch, is all these really great indie games. Because, you know, you've got games like Hollow Knight, and you've got games like Hyper Light Drifter, and like Axiom Verge, and all that stuff, and even games like this, you know, that wouldn't have really made it if it hadn't been for the Indie Showcase. Although, wasn't Death's Door released on PC first? I think it was, now that I think about it. I don't think it was a Nintendo Switch showcase. Or like an exclusive. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Solar Ash. Okay, I'll need to remember that. Ooh, this looks fancy. This way to the forest settlement. Well, I was just at the forest settlement. I'm kind of scared of what's in here. A whole lot of nothing. Okay. Yeah, they did. They came out. I forget that they did come out for the PlayStation. So I guess PlayStation also offers. I think the first one I really had kind of heard of was Journey, and you know, I remember hearing that the people who created Journey, you know, Sony was like, it's not going to work. It's totally not going to work. There's no way. You can't make a game where you play multiplayer, but you can't actually like communicate with anyone. You can't. It's not going to work. And it did work. It did work, and it was beautiful and really, really well done. And there are lots of really amazing game developers out there that have these really amazing ideas, but they may not be able to, you know, they need help getting off the ground. I mean, just like anything else, just like, you know, lots of really amazing authors out there have amazing talent and wonderful stories. Lots of amazing, you know, screenwriters and lots of amazing, you know, it's so hard to be discovered on any sort of platform. And, you know, I self-published a book a couple years ago on Amazon, but marketing a book by yourself is so hard. I've hardly done it at all because I don't really know how to do it. And I'm not saying my book is amazing, but, you know, there's a lot of really great talent out there, and it's so hard to be discovered. It's so hard. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh gosh. These always stress me out. Oh, crap. I am wildly unprepared. So way back in the early days of the podcast, we had Tom Happ on, who made Axiom. It was my least favorite interview and that we'd done at that point, but I didn't have any particular beef with the guy. However, this was before it had come to Switch. And there was a special edition slated for the Wii U and the Vita and the PS4. So I asked him if there was to be a Switch release, would it get the same special edition on Switch? So you actually interviewed the guy. That's cool. I mean, unless he's a jerk. Sounds like he kind of was. No, I'm not interested in fighting any of you. I just need a ladder. Oh, not this ladder. Wrong ladder. Oh, but I do. But I should fight these guys because they give me. Ah! Shoot! Got myself into trouble. Oh! Crap, double crap, triple crap. Ugh! All the drats! Okay. Rats. Yeah, you guys give me shards, and shards make me more powerful and give me cool stuff. And instead of saying, I'd like to, or we haven't really looked at it yet, he said, yes, it will, which reads as it's in the works. I would say so. That's what I would think. Oh, how did I not see this before? Man, it would be so cool to create your own video game. I would be so, I thought I could, oh, dang it. Ah! So many tangents. I don't think I'm going in the right. Oh, yes, I am. There's the. Okay. All right. Okay. Thomas Happ? You said his name was Thomas Happ. Yeah, I will be honest. I don't really know names of like developers / like I know who Concerned Ape is, but I didn't know who did Hyper Light Drifter. I didn't know who did I didn't realize Devolver did all those different games. Apparently I don't really pay attention to like the first screens, you know? Well, because to be honest, most of the time, I actually don't start games over. Most of the time I just sleep my Switch and then I just start it over right where I just was. And so I rarely see those screens. I don't see them very often. Okay. Oh, there's a thing. Oh, that is helpful. I should fight guys because they give me it's like Monty Python and the Castle of which meant he slipped up and let it leak. Oh crap. So we broke the story and it got big coverage. Less than 24 hours he reached out to me and said it was a poor choice of words and that nothing was in the works. So I took him at his word and published a retraction. Oh, that sucks. Wow, that really sucks. What a crappy, awkward situation to be in. I mean, wow, that sucks. That really sucks. It sucks for everybody. Like, he should, oh wow, this is bad situation. Oh, wrong button. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so stressful. So stressful.
Good news, everyone.
Oh, something just happened. Hold on. Oh, Scorpio, thank you so much for your gift. Scorpio. How's it going, Scorpio? Scorpio's birthday was last week, I think. Oh, this is a wall there. These guys are the worst. Oh, I need to plant a thing. I'll be back. Give me a second. There's a good little shortcut there. Okay. That was really stressful. Praise Kalulu! About it, and to make it worse, he wouldn't respond to any messages about it afterward either. So while he makes great games, he's a lying sack of crap that can go get bent. Oh yeah, that was not ideal. That was less than ideal. Crappy situation. That sucks. Wait, can I not? What? What? And what sucks is like his behavior put you in a really awkward position. Like it didn't just affect him, it affected multiple people. That sucks. Like you, oh, what? Fancy, perspective. Kind of like Fez, kind of in a way. Now, that is wild. I haven't really played very many games that changed perspective quite like that. That was cool. It just goes to show you that most of the time when you make some sort of choice, it rarely ever only affects you. It affects other people, and that can really, really suck. Man. Yeah, that would have made me really angry. At the same time, like, I try to think of it like being in his shoes, and I think he was probably excited. You know, you can come up with excuses and say, well, he was probably really excited and he wasn't thinking. But this is part of these people's job, right? Is to keep their mouths shut when something is coming out. Like, you know, you're not supposed to leak things. You've got a contract. You know, most of the time you have a way you're supposed to go about things, and that sucks. He threw you guys under the bus. Wow, I am so turned around. I'm looking for a horn. Was he saying that yes, there was a Switch version, but he meant not a special edition? No, it sounds to me like he just said yeah. What did he say? He just said yes, it will. Yeah, he could have worded that better. He definitely could have worded that better. That was a poor job. He did a really poor job.
Really cool. I like you a lot.
Thanks for following my channel, Christy. We should hang out or something. I'm happy to have you here. Oh, I didn't do a dance for Scorpio's gift. I was in the middle of running for my life. Something is gonna happen and I'm scared. Maybe. No? That was anticlimactic. I didn't want something to happen, but at the same time, when something didn't happen, I was slightly disappointed. Oh, that's the head of some giant thing. I would imagine that, you know, it's easy to get caught up in all of these emotions or the excitement of a podcast interview or whatever, but still, he threw you guys under the bus, and then when he wouldn't respond, that's the biggest problem, is it's like, okay, he messed up. He should have been a man, and he should have responded to your messages, and he should have been like, hey man, I'm really sorry about what happened. Here's the deal, blah, 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 blah. The fact that he couldn't even respond to messages or something, that sucks. That really sucks. I remember one time, okay, this was not... I'm so surprised there wasn't an advanced company into brief defining exactly how to approach questions. It's actually a really good, that's a good question. Like when you're, yeah, I never thought about that, but I guess when you become to a point, like when you become famous to a point or whatever, when you are potentially being interviewed and have possible like leaks and information that you could let out that other people aren't supposed to know, you must have, like Scorpio's saying, you must have some sort of like team telling you this is how you go about answering questions. This is what you say for this. This is how you deal with this. I don't know, maybe since it was just him? No, but he had his game released, so he should have had... I don't know, that's odd. So this doesn't reflect very well on me, and I fully understand that. I did not make a very good decision when I chose to do what I did. However, okay, let me just explain. So I had this coworker that I trained back at my salon years and years and years ago. She learned how to do eyelash extensions because of me. I trained her, I helped her become a really great stylist, and she was a really great stylist, and I was really happy for her. And she actually came to church with me one time because I was singing and she wanted to hear me sing, and I thought we were relatively good friends. Like, I thought that we were relatively at least close coworkers. Like, I never, I didn't ever really consider her like a super close friend, but to be honest, with me at work, I never really felt like I had super close friends. I always felt like I was kind of on the outside, and I don't think they really ever meant to make me feel that way, but they all got together to go out to bars and, go hang out with each other in the weekends and stuff, and I was never invited, and I understand because I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I don't drink, I don't really do stuff like that, but so I understand, and they didn't want to put me in an awkward position, but it still kind of sucked because I was just never invited anywhere. And I never was sure if it was because they didn't want to make me feel uncomfortable or if they legitimately didn't want me to be there. So it was always kind of like if they'd asked me, knowing I would probably say no, at least I would have known that that they were like at least kind of open to me coming. But the fact that they never did, I was like, so apparently we're just coworkers, and that's cool, that's fine. Anyway, so this girl finally left. She finally left our salon. She moved to like way, way, way West Texas. Oh no. And she got a job doing lashes at another salon. And she died like a swift, painful death. And one day I saw that she had posted on Facebook that people in her city tipped horribly. They left really crappy tips. And I was horrified because I was the manager of my salon. And if any of my girls had gone on a public Facebook forum and basically accused our clients of being cheap and not tipping, I would have written them up, because that is something you just don't talk about. You don't call anybody out for not leaving extra money when you are being paid a commission. You are being paid for your services. You're being paid, 30% of whatever your clients are paying you. It's not like you're only relying on tips. You are not a server. You are making a commission off of what, the services that you do. So for her to call out her clients, I was really irked by that, because I was like, whoa, I thought I taught you better than that. Like, I thought that's just inappropriate, because I read some of the comments and her clients were responding and saying things like, I always tip you really well. And so not only had she called out clients in this area for being cheap, she'd called out her own clients on a public forum, and they were trying to say, oh, but I take good care of you, blah, blah. And I just thought that was the tackiest thing I had ever seen come from somebody that I actually worked with. I was horrified. I'm going in the wrong direction. And so one of my other old coworkers had commented and said, and this is where just don't get into arguments on the internet, folks. It never bodes well. But she commented and she was like, put up a sign, giving an idea of what you should tip. And my old coworker said, well, I was going to put up a sign, but my manager said that would be tacky. And I admit it, I did not make a good decision. I shouldn't have said this, but I commented. I was really irked and annoyed. She wasn't my employee anymore. She wasn't one of my employees anymore, so it shouldn't have even bothered me, but I just was so irked about it. So I said, I don't think putting up a sign is as tacky as calling your clients out on Facebook. Oh man, she got so angry, and she sent me the nastiest hate letter I have ever received in my life via a message on Facebook, and then she blocked me. It said some of the nastiest things I've ever been threshold in my life. Nobody liked you at the salon. I was the only person that was ever willing to actually work on you because nobody wanted you in their room. I went to church with you, but now I see you weren't actually listening. You are a self-centered person and blah, 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 like nasty things, which kind of, I was really struck by the one where she said nobody at the salon actually liked you, because that was one of my fears, was that because I was a manager and then because I was a member of the church on top of it, nobody wanted to spend time with me, nobody wanted to be around me, and I already felt like an outsider. So that right there made me feel like absolute garbage. And she was like, how dare you come on my Facebook page? Your Facebook page was public, ma'am. You know, and say these things and blah, 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 and you know, nobody liked you at the salon. Anyway, it was one of the most hateful things I've ever had said to me, ever. And she blocked me. And I remember being like, I was so frustrated. And I told Andrew about it, and he was like, why are you worried about it? And I was like, because she was so mean to me. And I get it. I shouldn't have said what I did. You're right. I shouldn't have said what I did. And I should have gone about it in a better way. And I could have been a little more tactful. And I could have sent her a private message and been like, hey, I really wouldn't post something like this. Or I could have just minded my own business. But I didn't. Anyway. But what irritates me, and what Andrew pointed out, he was like, here's the thing. Yes, okay, you did something that made her upset. I get that. That's fine. You know, she was mad. That's fine. However, she also completely blocked you, so she didn't even give you an opportunity. She took away the opportunity for you to make any sort of apology or to say, wow, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. I'm never going to do that again. Or, I'm so sorry I hurt your feelings. I was having an off day and I'm really sorry, or whatever. And he said, and that's on her. She shouldn't have done that, because sure, if she wanted to be mean to you and if she wanted to say you're a terrible person and nobody liked you and that's why you didn't have any friends or whatever, which was hateful and mean, she didn't give you an opportunity to fix the situation. So that's on her. So going back to this guy, he should have answered your messages. He should have stepped up. You are going to help find Mother's Horn? Be wary of the Frog King and his minions. Yeah, I kind of gathered that. That's obviously, as you can tell, that still rankles me to this day, because I always worried that I was on the outside of, you know, my coworkers and whatnot, and apparently I was. I don't think I was hated at my salon, but I definitely felt like I was an outsider. The whole 8.5 years I was there, I always felt like an outsider. Shard of a magic crystal. Collecting 4 will raise my magic capacity beyond its limits. Excellent. And I really wasn't saying it to be mean or start an argument. I was legitimately just like, if anybody at my salon would have done that, I would have written them up. That is absolutely inappropriate. You don't call, like, gratuity for me bothers me because, like I said, you are not a server. You are not relying 100% on tips. You are being paid for your work, and now you are mad that you didn't get extra money. I think that's really unfair. There are a lot of people who budget out to do beauty services like lashes or hair or nails or whatever, and for you to get angry with somebody because they didn't give you extra money, that makes me really angry. That's not fair. That's really unfair. They are paying you for your time. And I had girls. Well, she only tips me like $3, so it doesn't really matter. It does matter. Why would you lower your bar because somebody can't give you extra money? That is not fair, not cool. That irked me so much, and I am so lost. I don't know where I'm going. This is my one beef with this game, is I do wish I had a mini-map. I have no freaking clue where I'm supposed to go. Venting online never helps anyone. It's true, never helps anybody. Doesn't help anybody. Nobody wins. You can't, and you're not gonna change anybody's mind by being angry online. My mother-in-law vents a lot online, and it never goes anywhere. It just makes everybody even more angry. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Does it really make you feel better by venting online? I mean, really? Does it really? I don't think it helps anyone. Can I go off into this water? Oh no, I died. Oh, crap. Well, okay. Now I have some industry dirt. Oh, it's still up in your RSS feed. Oh, interesting. I don't know. What that girl said to me still rankles me, but at the same time, I'm like, okay. Apparently you thought I was a terrible person. Clearly, there were some unspoken things that she felt about me that came out right then, and she decided to use that as an opportunity to kind of air some grievances, I guess. I always, and it did hurt because I always felt like we were relatively close as coworkers. I thought I was doing her a favor because I would never post something like that on a public forum that all my clients could see. Oh, I can't even imagine. That's so tacky. That's so tacky. And it's greedy. Why are you looking for extra tips? You did somebody's lashes. Come on. If people want to give you money, great. But that is not... Oh, there's a wall over there. Oh, but I don't think that really helps me. I just feel like that's crappy. And honestly, to say that to anybody, regardless of whether you're upset or not, that's also crappy. Telling people that nobody likes them and that they didn't have any friends at a salon. Okay, I'm going to drop it because clearly I'm still really angry and heated about it. I thought I was over it, and I am still salty. It's making me feel like a crappy person and like I didn't have any friends. Oh. I tried. I really tried. Oh, what? There's a secret to this. I gotta get up on theirs platforms. But how? Wait. I'm already up on this platform. There we go. Can it shoot? Oh, wow, yes it can. Aw, man, now I'm gonna be lost again. That's okay. I got a fruit seed. Whatever it is. I did find, like, years later, I went on her Facebook profile and, like, just to kind of see how she was doing. I wanted to, she desperately wanted a baby, and she eventually did have a baby, and I was really happy for her. Whatever. You win some, you lose some. I'll be your eyelash-loving friend, Susie. Thanks, Jordachi. I'll do your lashes. I've only ever done lashes on one guy before, and they were awesome. That's not true. I did do lashes on Ander, but only for training purposes. They looked pretty amazing. Actually, I didn't really do a full set. I don't understand. I'm supposed to go... I'm mega confused. Like, really lost. Oh, nope. I'm in a new place now, apparently. Is this where I died? This is where I died. Oh, that's right. You can hit, like, multiples. Oh! Do I have a pot? Pot. Anybody show me a pot? Nope. Oh, man. Oh, manity, man. Oh, that was good. So good. Dang it! Ah! No! Oh. They were, like, dancing on my corpse. Gee, dang it. Well, not everybody in the industry can be amazing. You're gonna have people that are jerks, people that lie, people that say things they shouldn't. Everybody just should be nice. Nobody should ever lie. If only. Oh, that doesn't help. Oh, this is kind of a shortcut. You know, if we all spread out, we could probably find that horn faster. Forest children. Oh, that is not a shortcut. That is a secret. Okay. I think I also heard there was somebody who was gonna do that. Clover Studio or whatever wanted to do a sequel of Okami, But then I think that person also left Clover Studios or whatever it is. Is that the studio? Clover Studios? I don't remember. So a second Okami never happened. They did like a remake with, or they did like a remake or kind of sort of where everybody was kids. But I have only a very vague recollection of that. I think it was for 3DS, which I do not own, so sadly. Alas. Oh, is this gonna lower that thing? Oh no, there's a switch up there. Rage. Yes! Rage. Okamiden. Yeah, well. That's how this game makes me feel sometimes. Mostly because I just always get lost. I cannot remember where I went. Usually I have a better sense of direction than I do in this game right now. Like, I am... struggle bus. Man. No, it wasn't Clover. Oh, that did Okamiden? Shoot, I can't even remember. Oh. I love this music, though. Favorite music so far. Although, the pot granny, she was great. And her music was fantastic. Oh, this was it, right? Yes, this is it. Kill them all. Yeah! That was so great! Oh, not as great. Oh, you take 4 hits? 5 hits. Down with that. Oh! Just wanted to get a couple shots in there. Crap! Crap. Get him! Get him! Yes! Using our environment. Yeah! Oh, there's one of those floaty guys. Those floaty guys. Die! Oh no! Oh yes! No! Get them all! Yes! Oh, that was so great! Yeah. Got my explodey flowers. So good. Wandering lost in a game is the best way to make me lose interest. I have to say, that is the one thing they're missing in this game is a mini-map. There really should be some sort of way that you know where you're going, because I feel so lost in a lot of these places. It's a good thing I have you guys to sit here and chat with, or else I'd be like, eh. On the flip side, one person we had on very kindly slipped me some... Oh, one person we had on very kindly slipped me some advanced E3 news that they knew would be a big deal to me personally, and I'm very grateful to them for it. That would be super cool. Have some... I'm actually privy to some very, very interesting information. Yes. Oh, I need this. Plant seed. Consume seed. Bomb flowers? Yes! Bomb flowers. So not everyone is garbage. Most of them are really cool. I have to agree. I think it is very easy to say that people suck, but I actually think for the most part, people are inherently good. But there are some that suck. That is true. And most of them argue on the internet. Tom was the first person of only 5 to ever land on my blacklist. You've got 5 people. There is a sequel to Okami? Oh, the Okamiden. Yes. Oh, is this it? Oh, I found it! Sweet. I got the horn. Got the horn, y'all. Broken wagon. That's sinister. Makes sense. Oh, I guess I don't actually have to do this. If I have to fight the Frog King and those things are there, I will be very disappointed because those are hard to use. Kind of hard to Like, they're not really on anybody's side. They're just kind of, oh, no. Wait, I think I can do this. Oh, dang it, dang it, gee, dang it, dang it, dang it. Is that it? Good. Good. Whew. Oh, it looks like we're going up like a castle. Oh, it's just a secret. Okay. Clover got absorbed by Capcom. Oh, well, Okami was great. I loved Okami. I loved everything about Okami. It's been a long time since I've played Okami. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to go back and give her her horn. Did I come through here? See, I can't even keep straight. Yes, I did. Okay. I kind of... No, I don't. I was going to say, I got this, but I really don't. I don't know where the fruit I am. How do I get that? I see so many of these little... Those little, like... those little purple balls that are like shard... No, magic things. Magic shards. Soul shards. I see them all over the place, and I can't... I can never figure out how to get them. Where's the settlement? The settlement. Gosh, I'm with you, Jordachi. I'm like, they would be really nice to have some markers or a mini map, something like that. Oh, I bet that's how you go in and get the. Oh, where's the settlement then? I'd like to know on talk shows, like with like the really famous people, which famous people, like, have you guys ever heard stories about which famous people are super? I mean, let's not even go talk shows. Like, have you guys ever heard which famous people are like really cool in real life, and which famous people are actually really terrible people in real life? I haven't really met any famous people. I have a cousin who is relatively famous, and she's a pretty cool person, and I've watched her like around other people, and she's a really nice person to other people. I don't think I can't really say that I've met any legitimate celebrity other than her. So I don't really have any stories about that, but I'd love to hear yours while I'm desperately trying to find this settlement. Apparently Nick Cage isn't great. Well, that's funny because Nick Cage shouldn't have such a big head. I actually... Oh, what? Oh, I already did that. I actually heard Edward Norton is also a jerk. Which kind of makes me sad. I really liked Ed Norton in Fight Club. Deep probing. What is my favorite comfort game? That's a good question. Oh, there's a murderous plant. I am not going in the right direction. I'd probably say Stardew Valley, but I haven't played very many comfort games. Although I guess any game can technically be a comfort game if it came along at a time where you like really needed it. Stardew Valley was my go-to game during the pandemic, and when my mom was living here with me and I had just miscarried and my world was completely topsy-turvy. Ander was working a lot, so he was gone all the time, so I was literally just home with my disabled mother and my daughter, and it was really, really rough. And I played Stardew Valley almost constantly. And my mom kind of gave me a hard time about that, but I was like, you know what? I'm doing this so I can escape you and all my responsibilities. It was hard. It was really, really hard. I've already been here. Where is that settlement? Where in tarnation? Oh, is that it up there? There it is. Found it. There's, yes, this called like the massive weight of unbearable talent or something like that. Nick Cage literally plays himself. My horn! Thank you, feathery friend. As you have no doubt seen, the land here is no longer safe. Not since the king of the swamp took root. But it is such a relief to have my horn once more. As I promised, I will converse with the forest, and we shall see if she hears your plea. Oh, those are not antlers, because they're like twitching. Oh, you know what else I really liked? I really liked, oh, what's it called? I keep thinking of the word Beverly, but it's not Beverly. There's an update with a character named Beverly. It's that, Spiritfarer. I really liked Spiritfarer a lot. Spiritfarer was a very comfort. It was really cozy. I really, really liked that game a lot. And it's had a couple upgrades or updates since it came out. I haven't played the most recent one. Thanks, bro. Brah. Appreciate it. But that was also another one that was really, really cozy, and it was good. Kind of weirdly sad. I mean, not weirdly sad, because if you watch the animation, you know, or if you watch the trailer, you know what it's about. It's about, you know, helping these spirits pass on into the next world. Oh, you can talk to him. He's a clever grunt. Oh, little bird, come cage, say me. What? Big frog lock Grunt here. Grunt clever too much. Grunt have good ideas and Big Frog not like. Grunt no want wear Big Frog mask. Oh, that's what they're all wearing. Big Frog no accept Grunt is individual. Okay. What are Susie's top 5 favorite games? Ooh. I'm gonna have to stew on that one for a minute. Top 5 games ever? I can't get through here. Wait. Top games ever. You know what? I made a post last year of like video games. So last year, the president of the church, the prophet of the church, he issued like a challenge, kind of sort of, to give thanks, #GiveThanks, on social media for all the things, you know, that you're grateful for. It was like a week long, and each day you were supposed to do something. And I did give thanks for video games. And this was my caption. It said, "It may sound funny, but today I give thanks for video games. Some consider playing games a waste of time, but I couldn't disagree more. I've experienced some of the most moving, emotional, challenging, and amazing things while playing through these stories. I've fallen in love with protagonists, and I've cheered for underdogs. I've cried over the loss of a beloved character and felt the surge of triumph when the villain finally meets their downfall. I've heard music that moves me to tears, empowers me, and creates memories that I will never forget. Video games, like reading books, transport you to a completely different world. They allow you to live another life, challenge yourself, and offer an escape during difficult times. Don't ever judge someone for playing games. They are simply choosing to experience interactive stories rather than reading words on a page." And I chose to put, I put together 6 pictures in an Instagram post. I put 6 little mini pictures together. One was Horizon Zero Dawn, one was Stardew Valley, one was Metroid Prime, one was Hollow Knight, one was Final Fantasy VII, and one was Breath of the Wild. But I wouldn't say those are like my top 6 though. I think those were just ones I had played recently, so they were kind of like fresh in my mind. I would say Hollow Knight is in my top 5. I would say Final Fantasy VII is in my top 5. I'd say Breath of the Wild is in my top 5. Oh shoot, that's 3. Oh, it's so hard to choose. I'm gonna have to think about the other two. Oh, wait. Oh, I can burn this. Smart. Ever. I have a friend that toured with Tantric that told me that the lead singer is a giant tool. Oh, I kind of believe that. Oh. You are new. We don't like things that are different. No, we don't like things that are weird. Different. I don't like change. Yeah, 2 can play this game. I can shoot magic at you too now. Look at that. Fancy. I don't think that worked. Oh, man. Because it's hard because it's like games through the ages. Like, you know what? I don't know if I could... I'm going to have to think about those top 5 games, but I can think of like the top 5 games for each console, you know? Oi! Reaper! What are you doing here? I don't know why he's British. When my grunt said there was some shady crow causing trouble in the ruins, I had to come see for myself. If you're here for my soul, then tough luck. I earned my power fair and square. I'm just thriving in the system your lords created. Are you though? I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I can think of like, well, no, but that's hard though because like I've only played like two N64 games like ever. maybe like top 5 Nintendo, top 5 PlayStation, maybe, because then that encompasses like Metroid, and like Mario, Zelda, you know, stuff like that, Donkey Kong, you know, all that. But then you've got like the Final Fantasy. I don't know. Oh, we've got another one of these. Living Reaper, I hunger for souls. Are they gonna be birds again? Grandia, Final Fantasy IX, Pokemon 2nd Generation, Final Fantasy VII, Fable 2, Smash Brothers. Wow. Good voice for a Frog King. I need Skarambo here. Or Ollie or somebody that can give me like a... somebody that can give me some feedback on my terrible British accent, probably. Maybe not terrible. I don't know. I will go through this door because it looks fancy. Like I said, I know Final Fantasy VII is on that list. Crap. Oh, really? My. Maybe. Can they not go in the ground after I hit them? Apparently not. Because, like, I really loved A Link to the Past. But I don't think I loved A Link to the Past. Is that a hammer? That is mine! I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find you. Oh, if I can stop walking into walls. I'm so good at this game. Ed Norton comes off as a jerk because he has standards he doesn't like compromising on. Only the best for Ed. I mean, don't we all kind of feel that way? Only the best for all of us. I have heard that Robert Downey Jr. is a kind soul. Oh, this comes out. What? Okay, can't come here yet. This is a sad frog. Who else have I heard stories about? Oh, my cousin, again. My cousin was kind of sort of good friends slash maybe possibly almost dated Seth MacFarlane. He was really interested in my cousin at one point, and she said he was a total idiot. He was just a freaking, what did Larry say? A tool? Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, I see. he was a flake. He was not a cool person. Kind of a weak person, actually. I think of who else my cousin has kind of mentioned. She told me once. Okay, so my cousin was in the movie Bring It On, and she told me once that she was a little tipsy at a I know, right? Are you really surprised? Seth MacFarlane. So she was at something. Oh no, I know what it was. She was at some big gathering, and there were a lot of it was an award show or some dinner or gala or something. And she was there, and she was in the bathroom, and some girl was there handing out towels to dry your hands with. And she goes, "You're that girl from Bring It On." And my cousin said, "Yeah, I was in Bring It On." And the girl said, And she gave her some super sassy something. I don't remember what she said. She said something like, "You were much prettier on screen," or "You did a really bad job," or something really rude. And my cousin was like, okay. And she left the bathroom, and she went up to the bar, and she had a couple drinks, and she came back to the bathroom, and she got up in the girl's face. True story. She told me this to my face, like we were actually having a conversation. And she was like, say it again. Tell me what you just told me like 15 minutes ago. And the girl got up in her face and was like, "What, that you're a bad actress or something?" And then she heard a knock on the door, and there was a window up kind of high. And her friends that she'd come with were up there going, "No, stop." She was about to hit the girl. And she looked at the girl and she goes, "You just got touched by an angel," which is a line from the movie. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Liza, you didn't." And she was like, "I did. I'm not proud of it." She said, "To be fair, I'd had a couple drinks." Oh my gosh. I can't think of anybody else she says has been like a major jerk or anything like that. I don't know. Other than this apparent like peon that was handing out towels in the women's restroom. Come on. There we go. I'm not saying people who hand out towels are peons. I'm just saying she was at this celebrity gala. That was a mean thing to say. I don't consider people who hand out towels in bathrooms peons. Sorry. And my cousin doesn't treat them that way either. She doesn't treat anybody that way. She's very kind. She's down to earth. She's a pretty cool person for the most part. I know, it was so cheesy. She said, and I was feeling really good about myself. Like I'd gotten this new pair of boots, and I was wearing these new boots to this dinner, and I felt like I looked really nice. And this girl just tore it all down with like 2 sentences, and I was so upset. And I get that. I feel that. But at the same time, that doesn't give you the right to go and take a couple drinks and then almost take a swing at somebody. Nope. I'm trying to think of other stories I've heard about famous people. I hear Mariah Carey is a huge diva, but are any of us surprised by that? I don't think so. This way to the Frog King's domain. Well, I don't think I'm quite ready to go there yet. Oh, they're down below me. Take that. Take all my ammo. For what reason? Am I supposed to hit that? No, I can't hit that. I thought I was supposed to hit that little golden thing. Chevy Chase was apparently so bad he got himself killed off on Community. Oh, really? Aw, that's kind of crappy to hear. If it had been me, I would have said something along the lines of, "Well, I was in a movie and you weren't." Yeah, that's probably true. I know, that reminds me of all the people giving, like, the lady that wrote 50 Shades of Grey and stuff, all this guff about her books being so terrible and everything, which they are. However, I'm like, do you think she cares what your opinion is? She probably owns an island. Okay. What is it? What's the saying? Lions do not lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. You can be mad about it all you... Don't mind me. Just out for a swim. Care to join me, Reaper? No? Probably a wise decision. If I'm being honest, I was gonna try and drown you. See, I'm being honest. Surely that counts for something. What do you say? Truce? No. Oh, I can't hit you. Well, okay, that's fine. I never actually saw Community, but I feel like, well, what's the lesson here? Don't be mean. Don't be mean to anybody. You are not above anybody else, and nobody else is beneath you. Don't be mean. Be nice to everyone. This world is hard. This is like Susie's motto. This life is hard enough for everybody. I don't ever want to be responsible for making it any harder than it absolutely already is for anyone. I would never want to make anybody else's path harder. Oh, that is a gate. And that's a skeleton. Oh, no. He's just gonna watch me fight, and he's gonna be totally fine with it. Oh, what are you? Oh, no, what is your job? Oh, your job is to kill me. Can I shoot those things back at them? I bet I can. Can I burn your shield? I cannot. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I can hit your shield. Can I steal your hammer? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Take that. Give me one thing of ammo. He's crackly. Ah. You are new. Oh. There's so many. I only have one. Oh, but these guys. Oh. I hate this. Oh gosh. Creepy crawlies. Bad creepy crawlies. I need you for ammo purposes. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, surprise! He jumped out like, I was waiting. Surprise! Oh, what more? The fruit, what gives? I guess I do need ammo. Oh, it's just a plant. You're a very pretty plant. You're not just a plant. What is your job? Your job is to kill me. Pretty much. The Lord of Doors is losing the plot in their old age. How could they have let our doors malfunction like this? Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably go back there and like upgrade my stuff. I don't know. Sucks to suck. This music has hints of Metroid in it. I do agree with that. This music inside this castle, this fortress or whatever, is really pretty. Once again, would kill for a minimap. I think it was the use of the Frog King's word oi. That just made me think of like Harry Potter or something. Oh. I'm supposed to light all 3 of those and keep them lit? And they're on 3 different levels? Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, this doesn't seem quite as hard. Hold on, let me grab my baby monitor. Bring it up here. Charlotte has been doing screen time since noon, so that's cool. I'm the world's greatest mom. I'm the world's okayest mom. Let's call it what it is. It's Christmas break. Are they little frogs? They look like bugs to me. Where did I put my... Oh, there it is. Oh, whoa. I didn't catch this auto mod. I've heard so much about 50 Shades of Grey from so many people that I feel like I need to read it just to understand. Erotic romance isn't generally what I go for with books. Okay, so 50 Shades of Grey is like... It is... So I will admit, I read all 3 50 Shades of Grey. No, I did not. I skimmed all 3 50 Shades of Grey because I also was like, I need to see what this is about. Like, why are people going so crazy over this? And I can honestly say it's absolutely terrible. I wanted to read it because I wanted to see if he got better, because he's super messed up and he's pretty awful. I mean, he's not violent in a mean way. He just has some weird, some different views. And my channel is family friendly, so obviously I'm not going to go into details. However, they're written so poorly, so poorly. Like, I might have been able to kind of respect it if they weren't written so badly. I mean, I know that her topic of choice wasn't ideal and was definitely, you know, it was definitely adult, but I feel like she could have written it better than she did, but maybe not. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. Oh, what? Ah! Oh no! Oh, son of a half troll. Maybe I have to start from the bottom. I wonder. I've heard 50 Shades is a bad representation of BDSM. Probably. Probably. I don't even know if she did any sort of like research or anything. She might have just been like, I think this is how it works. It was just written so badly. And, you know, if we're all honest, if he'd lived in a trailer park, it never would have happened. It only worked because he was rich. No, son of a... Nope, that is not how it's supposed to... Okay. So I skimmed them. It got really old really fast. Like the very first kind of romantic scene, I was like, okay, I can kind of see how this is. And then it was just so repetitive over and over and over. And I was like, okay, this is not, it's not my style either. Honestly. Yeah. Oh, come on. Dang it. No, I was so close. Ah. Please do not read or support the 50 Shades series. It's an awful representation of the kink community, and there are so many abusive, unacceptable practices put on a pedestal because of them. I don't know much about that, like, community, but that doesn't surprise me. I just say 50 Shades, you should just stay far away from it because it's just trashy reading anyway. Some people are really into that, and that's fine, but I am not. It is not my thing, for sure. Hallelujah. There are plenty of romance novels that are written relatively well that you can read and get your romance kick. Like, you know, whatever. Maybe I should start writing erotica. It sells. Very few people see that kind of popularity, though. Very few. I mean, she had already written things before that, and she had an agent and all sorts of stuff. I mean, yeah. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they take 4 hits. Can I go? Oh, nope. I thought that was a door. I was wrong. Okay, so I have a key, so I will go back to that locked door. I did read the book Me Before You, and I really enjoyed it. I've read very little romance to compare it to, but I thought it was great. I heard Me Before You was horribly sad. Wait a minute. There's gotta be a ladder around here somewhere. Really wish I could jump. That would be super cool. So this is like a secret room. to, like, knock it down? Burn it all. Maybe? Maybe if I get... I think I'm supposed to get that hammer. I can knock them all down if I get my hammer. We will come back to this room. I remember when the movie Me Before You came out, all my clients went to go see it, and they all came in, and they were like, oh, God, just cried and cried. It was so sad. But I actually think... Because I know the story. I haven't read the book, but some of my clients, without me really wanting them to, completely spoiled it for me. I had one client who was particularly bad at spoilers. And there were times where I was like, I told you already, Crooked Crow. You're out of luck if you think you'll be dethroning me. King of the Swamp, that's what they call me. Since I took charge, the swamp has been cleaned up, and now life thrives on the water. Those forest children and their mother were simply standing in the way of progress. It was nothing personal. I'm just adapting to the world as you and your lords have made it. Have you seen what it's like out there? It's a mess, a wasteland. Barely any new souls come into the world these days since your commission plugged up the system. Good job on that, Crooked Crow. Get out of town. Oh, what? Boy, it sure smells bad down here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did not know I could do that. Wow. Oh, that's right. 50 Shades was a Twilight fanfic before it became her own characters. That is right. I forgot about that. I will say regarding Me Before You, though, I do think it's pretty realistic. The ending, yes, while it's sad, I feel like that's a pretty legit thing for somebody to feel. And I'm actually glad that's how it ended. Even though it's sad, sometimes there are sad times in our lives, and sometimes people experience sad things, and not everybody... Well, I don't want to spoil things. So sorry. Don't want to spoil it for anyone. Oh, no. Oh, I got stuff coming at me from the sides. I'm not happy about it. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was even better. That. Oh, gosh. That's fine, too. You don't have to take it if you don't want to. It's fine. I'm not really one for reading romance novels either. They're not really my thing. I like romance in the books I read, but I don't like romance to be the main plot line. That really bothers me. I don't like it to just be like, are these two people gonna get together? Probably yes. That's just not really my style. Oh, I don't have any bomb flowers to help me out. Cheating. Okay. I thought maybe Andrew was calling me? Get a hold of me? No. Oh. Oh, I still have ammo. I think if I had to pick a favorite genre, I would probably choose sci-fi. Oh, what? There are 3 of them? No. That is a bad situation. And I don't have any ammo. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Ah! That was just gonna happen. Good job on that. Excuse me, that was my boss, not me. I'm just earning a living wage, my man. I just work for him. That's why I don't like romantic comedies much either. Yeah, rom-coms don't really do it for me. I mean, I definitely like feel-good movies. Oh, we're in the mushroom dungeon. I missed that. That is accurate. How many? 1736? Let me go see what I can upgrade at the moment. So many funny things happen while one person tries to fall for a person. Look how funny we can make this. I actually was just thinking the other day, I would really love... Okay, I want you guys to pitch me ideas of like, okay, how can I put this? Okay, so one of my ideas for a possible Disney movie would be that instead of a princess who needs saving, it's a prince who's either stuck in a tower or he's like a super weenie wimp. Okay, the closest thing that comes to this is The Princess and the Frog, because Prince Naveen literally can't do anything for himself. But he's a relatively strong person. I'm looking for a prince who is an absolute weenie, scared of everything, super freaked out, can't handle anything. Oh gosh, that scared me. Okay, then play it on your account. Will it work on your account? You're just gonna have to play another game. I'm at my work. C Prime, everybody! You gotta get closer. Get closer over here. Lean in. Or not. Okay, then go. Away.
Look, it's another thing.
Yeah, it's another crow. They can't see you. You gotta lean in toward me. There you go. There's C Prime, everybody. Okay, you're gonna have to pick a different game then. Sorry.
I'll try on my account.
You can try, but you might not be able to since I'm playing the Switch. Since I'm playing my Switch. You might have to just play one of the games.
Could you show me how your crow moves?
He just runs around. I'm getting some upgrades. Is this who you talk to upgrade? No. Oh, it's this guy, the big guy. Of course it is. Welcome to the Soul Vault. Would you like to increase your combat abilities? Why, yes. Yes, I would. Okay, Charlotte, you gotta go pick a game, okay?
I'll try on my account.
It may not work, though. Maybe. I'm picky with my fantasy as well. I'm kind of... Fantasy has to be done correctly. There's a lot of really cheesy fantasy out there. Okay, strength, dexterity. I think I want that. Haste. But I want all this. I'm gonna do strength. I almost have enough to get haste, so I'll be back. And in this story, where there's a super weenie prince slash male character that the princess or slash female character has to kind of save, it'd be like a girl who lives in the forest that the prince gets like stranded in or something like that. I mean, that sounds kind of like Princess and the Frog, but they don't end up together. I don't want them to end up together. Anyway, I don't know. You guys can pitch me ideas, but I also saw an idea forever ago where somebody said that they want a Disney movie where the princess can't sing but she can rap. And I was like, I am so here for that. I would totally be here. I would totally be down with a Disney movie where the princess can rap. That sounds fantastic. I don't know, you know, you have these same tropes all the time, right? You know, you like you said, you've got like the princess. I mean, they've kind of stopped doing the whole princess that needs saving type deal. They've kind of stopped that, which I appreciate. I want a Disney princess who's fat. Not average, fat, like fat. Hey, D. Scheidler, we talked about this, yes. Christmas shoes. Christmas shoes. I also would appreciate different, like, body styles. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I want a chubby princess. Or a chubby prince. Either one. Like, give me either one. I would be totally down. You know, Disney has started to move around, you know, like, have these different, like, cultures. But we still need to see representation in, you know, different body sizes, different body types, you know, things like that. Oh yeah, I can't come here yet. The first time, it's actually fairly touching, but it wears thin fast. Oh, that first Christmas shoes, I can't. Well, see, that first time, yeah, okay, the first time I heard it 7 years ago, or 10 years ago, and now I'm like, no, it is so old. Nope, nope. There was that one first time where I was kind of like, oh, yeah. And then now I'm like, no, I can't stand that song. Please stop. Please stop. Please. I actually have an idea for another novel that I'm really excited about. It's totally different than the one I've already written, but I don't know if I'll ever write it because I can't ever seem to finish the ones I'm trying to write right now. Which, speaking of that, I did have kind of a breakthrough the other day as far as my inspiration goes. I was very excited about that. But, oh, I did not come in here. Okay, these ones aren't so bad. Take that, all of you. Oh. Frog hats. Ugh. Oh, is that one of those flowers? Oh, it is! Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Bam. Oh, that's right, they go in the ground. I've got an ad coming up in a minute. Sorry, guys. Maybe. Oh, that worked. Can I hit? Oh, I can! That's how you beat those little guys. Wah! Surprise! There's a ladder! Not every Disney princess looks like Elsa and Anna. I'm wanting to get as close to 1,000 words a day as I can for 2022. Jordachi, are you writing? Have I forgotten this? If I have, I apologize. Locked in a grimy dungeon, not the way I wanted to go. That's sad. Where's my lip balm? Oh, that's so sad and touching. Now my lips are dry. My lips are chapped real bad. My lips hurt real bad. Oh, she knocked it off. Oh, there it is. I'm a big writer. How did I know that? How did I not know? How did I forget that? I can't remember either, but that makes me very happy. Man, props to anybody who writes. Writing is not easy. It is not easy at all. My newest, this newer idea is nowhere near what my book series is. I don't know. We'll see if I can ever actually get around to writing it. I would love to, but writing sucks. Sometimes it really, really sucks. And then sometimes you're like, this is the best thing in the world. I wish I could do this all the time. And then you hit writer's block and you're like, no, I really actually don't. Oh, can I go in here? Secret. Oh, helpful. Quite helpful. And there's an ad. I know. Sorry. Ad progress 40 seconds. It's almost over. Well, hello. Oh, that means I can probably reflect that one too. Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed it. Whoops. Do I have a key? Oh! I do. That's nice. Oh no! Oh! Oh! I can just use this guy's thing. Yeah. Just take that. Oh! Oh no! It's gonna kill me. Just use these projectiles. Oh! Oh yes! Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna die. There's no way. Think positive thoughts. Think positive thoughts. I'm not gonna die. There's no way. I am very proud of my... Ooh, that was close. I have skills, nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, dragon skills. Take that. Oh! Oh! Dang it! Are you an outliner or a pantser? I think it's pantser, aka discovery writer. I'm kind of... I do have a slight outline written for my sequel. Well, yes. I have each chapter, like I've got a small outline written down for each chapter that I kind of have like in my head right now. There are things that are missing and that I don't know, you know, I don't know how they're gonna play out. But my first one, no, it was just writing as I went. There was just, you know, I was kind of like, yeah, this is great. Oh, that sounds amazing. Ticka ticka, I'll write that. And you know what? I really wish I kind of would have thought a little more seriously about it, because now that I'm writing the sequel, I wish I had done a few things differently in the first book, so I could have done things a certain way in the second, if that makes sense. But now I have like a legit like something to follow, and so like not that that's a problem, but I just kind of wish I would have done things slightly differently in my first book so I could do things the way I kind of want to in my second book, but it's fine. Oh, oh that's right, he does two. He throws things at me. Oh! I thought that got me. It was close. Quite close. Get him. Got him. I'm gonna have another wave of guys. Oh, I gotta get my sword. We're gonna have another wave of guys show up. Oh, this isn't so bad. I say, as like 6 of these little guys follow me around. Totally, it's fine. Ooh, that's good. Oh, Willie! Son of a... Oh, apparently Blake is playing Pokemon Home. That's my nephew. Surprise! Oh, yes, I do want to plant a seed and I want to consume it right now. There you go. Like flying by the seat of your pantster. I heard it was a difference between architects and gardeners. Yeah, that does make sense. Architects plan out a structure of everything versus gardeners who let things grow and just guide and prune. I don't know where pantster comes from. It's a NaNoWriMo term, I believe. I'm a big outliner. I have to, or I'll burn out after 15k words in and write myself into a corner. The passages out of the dungeon are sealed, and the door back to the office has also somehow been sealed. We're trapped in here. Y'all, something sinister is going on with the, like, the Hall of Doors or whatever. My workplace. Like, we met the Lord of Doors. Like, what's the deal, man? And he was a delight, by the way. Yeah, I didn't outline my first book. Maybe that's why well, okay, so I wrote a lot of my first book. And then I sent, so my dad is a playwright, so I sent a copy of it. Oh. Would you look at that? So I sent a copy of it to him, and he wrote me back and was pretty honest about the... He was right, but it sucked getting such crappy constructive criticism, and I had to completely rethink the way my story went, and it sucked, but I'm really grateful for it. But yeah, it was hard to read that. in the beginning, my protagonist was very weepy, and which is funny because I never meant for her to be weepy ever. I didn't want her to be weepy, so why I wrote her like that, I don't know. But so I had to go back and I had to change it, and I did. And I'm really happy with the way my story turned out. I really am. Very, very happy. Oh, I haven't gone this way yet. Have I? No.
Because Fang can't go on the thing, but I need him up there.
Have you run around up here? Oh yeah, you do need him up here. Oh, whoops. We've got to help Charlotte here for just a second.
I already did something with that.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Click B.
Did you do this?
No.
Oh, what? They built a ladder.
Yeah, and also Fang can climb ladders.
Okay, way to go, Fang. You're welcome. I have your book on an audiobook. I need to read it. You are so kind. I wish my audiobook were better, but that's probably also because I did it. So I'm very judgmental of it. I feel like I could have read it better. But even my engineer, my friend Manuel, he was even like, you can't do this to yourself. You have to be willing to just be like, this is it. This is it. There's nothing wrong with it. And I was like, it's not good enough. But I was just worried that nobody would like it because they'd be like, oh, she did it herself. That means it probably sucks. And so I wanted it to be absolutely perfect, but there's kind of no way for it to be absolutely perfect. So I tried. I think I read it just a little slow, but I remember my mom telling me that adults can only understand so many words per minute. So I decided to err on reading slower because you can speed up an audiobook and you can slow an audiobook down as well. But I think speeding up a reading of an audiobook actually sounds better than slowing it down, if that makes sense. Slowing it down just sounds really weird, whereas speeding it up is like, oh, well, you know, it sounds a little weird at first, but then it's okay. And it only takes a couple minutes of listening before you get used to it. Oh, that is also helpful. Lower Dove Dowers. Lower Dove Dowers. Oh, I'll get you out of there, buddy. Buddy. I need that hammer. I listened a little above 2x. Oh, wow, that is really fast. I usually listen on normal. Maybe 1.5. Maybe. But like I said, I erred on the side of reading slowly because I just thought, well, they can speed it up if they want to. Oh, this was where I died. That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, I thought that was great. It was not. I got him. Oh, got me. Bad situation. I will probably have to sign off here soon because I just realized in about 10 minutes Baby Girl's supposed to wake up and she is definitely not going to be down just sitting in here with me again. I don't know. We'll see. I'm using all my ammo in this one fight. Oh, I guess. do this fight? Was it on the third wave that it completely annihilated me? I can't remember. Ugh. And your arrows. Yes, because there were multiples. Alright. Ah! Keep my eye on one. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, knock him off into the water. Yeah, you should be in the water. Why are you not in the water? Crap. How did I even get here? I don't remember. I closed my door. She's still sleeping. Oh, but if I quit in the middle of this dungeon, I'm not gonna have a freaking clue how to get back here. I usually do normal too. I feel like I miss too much. Yeah, normal maybe 1.5. It really depends on the narrator, because some narrators just kind of read at a normal pace fast enough for me, and some don't. Or if I'm trying to like really hurry through a book. I should have done that with the book I'm listening to right now, the House in the Cerulean Sea or whatever. I really kind of should have listened to that a little quicker, but because I only had 6 days to listen to it. Apparently you can check out books called Lucky Day checkouts or something, where you get books that are in really high demand, but you only get them for 6 days, I think, or something. And I was like, that is not long enough to listen to an audiobook, man. Not unless I'd be listening literally constantly, and I can't do that. So anyway, I'm hoping once it goes back in like 3 days, I'm hoping I can check out the actual ebook, because I could read it a lot faster. I'm like halfway through it. I need to finish it. I can't just leave it. I need to finish it. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm stronger now. 1, 2, 3. I'm using all my ammo. Shoot, I need that ammo. I just need to knock you guys off in the water. How do I do that? Oh, not like that. Okay, good. Not like that either. I think that was a fluke. Oh, but I can get all of you at the same time. I need to get you all in a line. Come on over here, buddies. Oh, nope, that is not what I meant to do, but okay. Why do you have to have projectiles too? I hate that. Oh, it's so unfair. Oh, he's in the water. And he's dying. Sayonara. Oh, I don't think they can throw that far. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, but I have ammo now. Did I get him? Oh, I did. I think I got that was second to last one. Oh, we're crackly. Yes. Oh, you're reading while you're listening? Okay, well that does make sense. I listen while I do other things, like dishes, cleaning, laundry, go on a walk, something like that. If I was reading while I was listening, then yes, I would probably be able to listen to really fast because I'm taking it all in, but... Stuck to rot for eternity in a dungeon. There's nothing down here but grime, filth, and little frogs. You know what? This is actually a perfect time to sign off because now I have to go through that door. So this is perfectamente bien. You guys are so kind for hanging out with me today and for bearing with me in my craziness at the beginning of the stream. Wow. It was kind of nuts. Now wait just 1 second. I thought I was supposed to get a hammer. Where do I get my hammer? I've already been down here. Maybe. Okay. That was good. That was great. This is that secret room that I went at, right? Yes. Are these supposed to be door? No. 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 Well, how the fruit do I get that hammer? Because that would be nice. I thought I was going to get some sort of bomb. But I bet that hammer is what you use to knock down these walls and stuff. But how do I get it? Already been down there. Oh, I have enough for the thing. The whatever it is. I've already been up there. Assess. Okay, there's the door. It's this room that I can't. Take that. Oh, I am low on life. I didn't even realize. Okay, so you have to come in here from... You don't even come in here. Okay, now I'm confused. Like, there's no door over there. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it just looks like... Maybe you fall? I wonder if you fall. That big orange patch, I wonder if you fall after you... I don't know. Well... Okay, this is a really good place for me to quit because now I know exactly where I'm supposed to go. So we've got like a whole extra, if it's anything like the Pot Granny's Ceramic Mansion or whatever, we're gonna have a whole extra like complete dungeon. I thought that second part of the Ceramic Manor was gonna be like shorter. It was not. It was like a whole different dungeon. Okay, well, I'm gonna sign off for the day then, and there's my alarm to go wake up my baby. But once again, I just want to thank you guys for putting up with my insanity at the beginning of my stream today, for hanging out with me here, for all the chatting, and for all the Christmas songs, and the book recommendations, and the movies, and all that stuff. I love spending time with you guys, and I love chatting with you guys. It's so nice to find a group of people that are all like-minded, or, you know, that likes all kind of being together, and it's a great place to come together and be with people that share your same interests, and it's really, really great, and I really appreciate you guys giving me that opportunity. And if you have not already, feel free to please join my Discord. We have a really good time there. It's a very wholesome, family-friendly place where we share book recommendations, music recommendations, game recommendations, all that stuff. Okay, this is going to be my last stream before Christmas. So everybody, please, less than 3 for all of you. Everybody, have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you do exactly what you want to do on Christmas, be it spend it with family, spend it by yourselves, spend it with good friends. Family doesn't always have to be blood. It can be whoever you want to spend time with. So just know I'm thinking about you guys around these holidays, and I hope everybody has a good weekend. I should be back on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. I don't see myself doing any sort of bonus stream with Charlotte between now and Sunday, but if there is a bonus stream with C Prime, I will definitely put that on the Discord. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And everybody have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see all of you guys on Sunday.